reset some things. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll just grab my link real quick and then fucking throw it on the blue sky. God, why is text so weird? All I'm saying, there's a reason I went into psychology and not technology. Okay. Would you mind if I ask you to, like, chill and stream for, like, the first, like, 3 minutes just to make sure everything works? Because if it doesn't, that's gonna be fucking misery. Okay. Okay. I should probably do the comp switching hashtag, but I also don't really care. The post I'm making on Blue Sky. That was the plan. It just took an extra fucking hour to figure something out. It is what it is. Okay, and then I just... yeah, I can reset everything up. Reset everything for W. No, that's fair. I should do it anyways, just considering it's fucking... Just have to do this every now and then. Drew also decides it wants to get pissy. Which, you know, makes sense because I open up OBS once in, like, once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Okay, you can be heard now. Hooray.
What?
Yeah. Thank you for joining me in this fucking journey of misery.
No problem. It was fun.
Alright. I will
Alrighty.
at least talk to you by Tuesday.
Yeah.
See you, Chief.
I'll see ya.
Okay. And then... yeah, anyways, hi Mystic. This is in fact a stream. I'm just taking a second to figure out everything with Epic Pen because I am not exactly the best at doing anything with computers because I'm a dumbass. I'm just gonna take a second to figure something else out, but actually, hold up, I'm gonna go to fucking... where did I post this on? Blue Sky? I'm just gonna say... okay. This is gonna take a second to get everything set up. But actually shouldn't that fuck me. Yeah, okay. I guess what I'm just gonna be doing is bouncing between a few things, and I'll be chilling, I suppose. I'll probably just be slow on looking at anything with chat. Because everything is weird right now. Anyways, will let me open up this projector and go to overhead. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Anyways, yeah, this is just me giving my perspective on a lot of stuff for SWS and having like 6 replays to look at because I felt like being special. Actually, hold up, let me grab something. That might make my life easier. But yeah, this is going to be different because I'm needing to use an entirely different setup for all of this, but it should be nice. Yeah. I mostly just want to focus on things of like, oh yeah, what is like applying fast, what is all of the shenanigans, because I feel I have a unique perspective on most of this. And for on my end, it is if you have a unique perspective, you should be sharing it. Okay, give me 2 seconds and everything should be good to go. I hope. That's fine. Need to deal with. There we go. Anyways, yeah, I can get into this proper. It's really funny looking at stuff for openings because I look at openings like this and I have a ton of issues with it. Like, I'm gonna let it play out because I want to talk about why I have issues with it. Because like right now, there's effectively only 2 things you need to worry about. Why is my cursor as large as possible? Okay, we're gonna change that. But you really only have to worry about over here on this left side and just this general area on the right side. The reason that I don't actually like what's being done here is you know that the enemy team is going to be caught up dealing with the people over here on FTWin side. Like, just no matter what you do, you're going to have to be dealing with them if you're the enemy team. Because if you're not, you're just going to be getting shot at ledge. And this is where a lot of things for like the idea of playing faster comes from. Because there's a slight advantage and it's not taken. Because like I look at this and it's like, okay, we know that there's 3 in this general area. We know there's someone over here. We don't know anything exact, but like we have the general gist. So like what I would probably have happen is have Bursty just force the fight, and then have Biscuit try to go to top mid here. And I'm gonna let this play out, and I want to talk about why these would be the changes that I would do. Because like what happens here is this right side gets abandoned, which is honestly totally fine. Because you know there's 3 people in this area, and knowing that there are 3 people there makes your life really, really easy. Because now you just have, oh hey, look, we have 3 people who can very easily deal with this one person. In this case, I wouldn't say it's ideal because like you've given up a ton of space for it, and it's not as fun to fight, but you still have it. But what happens, if memory serves for me, is they don't really force the fight. Like they poke at them, but they don't really try to wrap up the fight quickly. Like letting this play out, it takes until now for Bursty to go for it. And Bursty is still just kind of poking them out. Like they aren't actually doing anything to force them away. And the reason this matters, I'm going to back up a touch, is like the reason I bring this up and the reason it matters is you know there's going to be 3 people over here, which is great. Like being able to do stuff like this is literally perfect, and this is what you want to have happen. Because when you have that happen, you don't need to worry about any like unexpected fights. And because you don't need to worry about any unexpected fights, you can put all of your force just over here and eradicate this person. And like if they like, let's say they just go force the fight and they trade, because honestly, if they trade out, this is like such a good position for them. So you trade your dually and you trade your decav. Cool. You now can get pen up to here. And if you get pen up to here, they have sightlines over to here. And oh hey, look, there's 2 people over here. So like in setting this up early, you can set up a lot of super easy fights. And it just gives you space for free. Like playing fast isn't just you're going fast and you're trying to take every fight possible. Because if you're doing that, you're going to run into issues. Like doing that is not how you win games. Which is ironic because that's what it seems like when you watch us play or watch PS play, but that's really not what it is. Hold up, give me 1 second. I'm turning on some music. This is an oppressive silence right now. Let me quickly go do that. Oh, that is not what I wanted to open. Whatever. That also isn't what I want to open. Dear God, I have so many just random YouTube tabs, music tabs all over the place. This is a bit ridiculous. Hopefully my music will run whenever it decides it wants to run. But yeah, like, I'm just gonna let this play out because the biggest issue I have here is they don't do anything on this left side. Why is my music so loud right now? What the hell? Why is it so loud? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Oh my god, why is this being so finicky? There we go. There shouldn't be any more distractions, so hooray to that. But yeah, like, I just want to let this play out for a bit and show the issue that I have. Because what ends up happening here is they end up getting trapped, even though they were, like, dictating the entire pace of the match earlier. Like, you're dictating the pace on, like, the matter of seconds, and it's not taken advantage of, like, at all. Because if you remember earlier, like, everyone was trapped in, like, the area where the sign is. And what ends up happening is now FTWin is getting trapped in this corner. And getting trapped in this corner is literally just what loses this game. Hi, Shao. But, like, for FTWin here, they end up just going over to the left side, and they get just forced into a corner. So what's gonna happen here, like, I could guess this even without knowing what happens live, they're just gonna die. Like, they have to either die or jump. Like, I'm just gonna let this play out. Like, you see the Stamper over here dies, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. It's just everyone is trapped to this barrier. And having everyone trapped to that barrier really is not what you want. And, like, I'll let it play out for a bit just to see how this goes. Wait, hold up, I need to remember to fucking kill it. There we go. Like, if you notice, this ends up happening. All that happens, though, is the enemy team isn't ready for incoming force. And I want to talk about a few ideas that I personally look at whenever pushing, and I can go in a lot more depth for once. So, like, this is a really interesting situation to be in here. Because effectively, this entire right side is free. Like, you only have to worry about Pen, which is over here. And, like, Pen can hit up to, like, over here. I don't care about Pen because, I'll be real, I don't fear dying. Because I think if you're fearing dying, you're going to be fearing a lot of things, and you're going to be missing a ton of opportunities. But, like, there's a massive opening just over here that's waiting to be taken. And I'm not saying Biscuit has to be the one to take it, just in this case, they are the best able to. And you know that there's going to be a lot of force on this left side, because there's going to be two people here. In this case, what FTWin does is they want to take the fight on the left side, which is actually fine. I like that a lot. The issue that I run into is when you get into a place like this, and this is also why I feel iffy about Grab. So you have Buckets in an even fight, you have a roughly even fight with fucking Decaf Pen, just because neither can really hit the other. And then you kind of have Crab off in Narnia over here. Yes, it can help with the bucket fight. It's still in Narnia. You're not changing my mind. But, like, just what ends up happening is they don't apply any force on the left side here. Like, here's another perfect example in my eyes. I'm gonna let this play out and then go back, because I'm realizing better pacing for this idea. Ironic, I'm talking about pacing and figuring things out with pacing. But, like, I want to talk about the situation here, because it's a really similar thing. So, Pen is watching left side. This is pretty much a death zone now. Like, I think it reaches up to here-ish? It reaches further, but whatever. Like, that ends up being a death zone. But you have two people over here, and it's just the decaf on the right side. So you know that this decaf is going to be the way in if you want to get past them. And I want to point out what Stamp does. Like, the Stamper does not push for a while. Like, I'm going to be real. The only reason that decaf pops bubble here is because Bursty pushes in over here. Like, that is the only reason they pop bubble. If this is coordinated or push any faster, bubble goes up earlier. I'm going to pause to have a full bubble. Oh, you can barely see this thing from overhead. I'm just going to make a circle around the bubble to make this easier. So, like, you effectively have bubble, so you can't deal with decaf there at the moment. Like, right now, this left side is fairly free. Obviously, you have to deal with the fact that you have Stamper here, which is not fun in the slightest. But dealing with Stamper here really isn't that bad. Or did I say Stamper? I mean Pen. Like, the Pen over here really isn't that bad, because Stamper gets up to... Hold up, that is not what I meant to do. Like, Stamper gets up to here, and Pen can suddenly be hit, and it's suddenly a lot less scary. And then the other thing is, Bursty can honestly just threaten over here. Yes, Bursty puts themselves at risk by doing that, but suddenly this decav is just off the table because it has to worry about what Bursty's doing. So it's just an honest one-on-one with the Pen. And what can happen after, just to open up a lot more space, is Sam can go over here and just find a spot under one of the ledges. Like, I don't think they do, because I believe they just chill where they do. And I want to let this play out. Like, even here, this left side is actually really fragile. Like, in this case, the enemy team just messes up hard, because now you have this massive gap on the right side, where there's just no one. So this is a really free push. And this left side, like roughly where I'm circling, this is just where you need to avoid. But you have, like, I'm going to change the color real quick to black. Like, you have this entire area that you can just work in. The issue that I have is they just don't. Like, no one drops on that right side. Like, you have Booyah come out and you have specials, but they just kind of let the enemy team bounce over here. And, like, now you have this left side, which is really weak. But I actually don't like the idea of pushing left here, and I want to explain why. Like, because Sam ends up pushing this fight, which I think is the wrong play. Because, like, they're still over here. Oh, hold up, I needed to deal with this. Clean that real quick. Like, they're still over here. But you have a massive gap on the right side here, and like on far right and in mid. And just neither of them are taken, which is what my biggest issue is. God, my throat is dry. How do people keep this up for hours? Like, either side is really weak right now. And what happens is just no one pushes anything. Like, I'm gonna back up later. Like, I'm gonna back up effectively when they get wiped out. Because you get a scenario like this where, like, this isn't fun, but this also really isn't that bad of a position. Like, the entire enemy team has given up their positions, you can guess where they're going to be, and you're having two people respawn. I'm gonna back up to roughly around here, because I just want to talk about what I think should be done different. Because I've just been showing openings. Like, right here, this left side is very weak. Like, I get the idea is Bursty wants to grab, but you only have to worry about people in this area. Hi, Nor. But like, in this case here, I really think Biscuit can just walk up and start putting shots over here. Because if they're putting shots onto... I did not mean to hit that. Oops. Like, either way, though, there needs to be something done to relieve pressure on the left side. Because there's a lot of pressure on this left side here, and there's a shot on the right side. Like, where the shot is set up effectively lets them cover this entire area for free. So, like, that's not a realistic spot that you can take. But this left side's really weak. Like, if Bursty pushes, Bursty can push up to here for free and kind of just get a kill. Is it the safest? No, but it's also not that dangerous. Because by the time Bursty gets up to, like, here-ish, they are in range to just get a free kill, and then they only have to fight a 1v1. Which, yeah, 1v1s are weird because you get into the realm of 50-50s, but you need to relieve this pressure on the left side somehow. Because if you aren't going to relieve the pressure on the left side, it's just going to bite you in the ass. Instead, what happens is the crab, which again opens up this left side. The issue is the two people that stay here. And, like, no one takes advantage of the fight. Like, Kyo eventually does take the fight, don't get me wrong. But they drop and take the fight here. Like, I'm gonna back up literally 2 seconds, because there's a lot better of a time when they could take that fight. Guess I'm backing up like 3 or 4, but whatever. Like, Kyo just jumped in, there's crab coming on. Kyo just needs to drop and fight them here. Like, Kyo has an angle on them. Biscuit can drop and have the freeze angle, and Burst is literally locking off this area over here. Okay, I need to enlarge the fucking cursor. Sorry, I'm losing my mind over this. Like, Crab literally walks on this left side. Biscuit has free shots, and Kyo has free shots over here. Like, there is zero reason this shouldn't be a free re-entry. Like, they can't escape, they have constant chip on them. And as long as both Biscuit and Kyo hit a shot, I believe everything dies. Because I want to say Crab minimum, or Crab chip is 35. I don't think it's 30. Like, what ends up happening is, like, FTWin just kind of dicks around. Like, they just dick around for 2 seconds, and suddenly the entire position has changed. Because, like, suddenly, like, they were boxed in over here, and then they were boxed in over here. And suddenly you have the decaf escaping this little box over here, and you have Bucket who's just going to trade out. Like, there was a fight opportunity, like, right here a few seconds back. And it's just not taken, which is the biggest issue. Because, like, right here on this pause frame, Kyo has the freest fight, and you just have to take it. Because, like, realistically, what's the worst that happens here? Okay, they're going to trade out Kyo. So, hold up, let me... Okay, so they trade out Kyo. You trade out Decav, and you trade out Bucket. So, like, it's just gonna be the fucking pen, which is cool. Pen's here, cool. Pen hits over here. That's really not that threatening. Like, you have a 2-player advantage if you take it, and they just don't. Like, if you want to know what the difference between the West and JP is, in my opinion, is we just aren't taking these 2-second opportunities. They're here all the time. And, like, this is game 1 on. Don't get me wrong, I know that NA kind of got screwed over depending on your time zone, because if you were PST and you want to get an hour of warm-up, you're waking up at 4 in the morning. Like, I'm not going to say that's ideal, but I'm also not going to say that's the worst. Like, take a cool shower and you're fine. You could be working at peak at this point, or at least close to it. But you don't take this fight right here in mid, which is what snowballed the entire sequence here. And again, I'm just going to fast forward through this and let this play out. Because you get this booyah in over here, and like, now this entire right side's open. Like, if you get... Oh, that's... Wait, no, that's not what I'm... Sorry, I'm slowly losing my mind. Everything with this fucking application. Don't mind me. Like, this entire right side's free. Like, you have Kale push it, you have Bursty push it. And suddenly you just have 2 people around. You have, like, a Booyah, which takes this entire area. And you have Sam just forced through. Like, I'm just gonna clear this real quick so it's nice and pretty. But you effectively have 2 people over here, which makes this trap. You have Booyah, which makes this trapped. And then you just have your Stamper, who finishes the trap here. Like, Biscuit's not actually in a position to do anything here, so what they're doing doesn't really matter in this case. Obviously, you want them in, but, like, what you can have Biscuit do is just come in here and just paint the square. I don't want to do that. Like, you can have Biscuit just paint the entire square over here. And if you do that, you have a free retake. Again, the issue is that just isn't taken. Like, what happens is there just is a ton of force put on this left side here. And, like, this is nothing. Like, I know that this is a traditional retake, don't get me wrong, but you have 3 people on this left side, when, like, literally a few seconds earlier, you could have just forced them on the right side. And, like, if you get initiative and you start this fight, you literally have a 3v2 on your terms. Yes, Penn's here, Penn's not going to be doing anything for a second, they don't have a charge. Like, they force a 3v1, and they don't kill the 3v1. And they let this play out. Like, this entire opening is just, like, I don't want to say scuffed, but they almost throw the game on opening alone. I also want to point out where JP is being weak and being stupid, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I'm going to just point this out over here. Bursty going over here and just drawing attention is great. Like, I almost wish they didn't pop Crab. Like, what I would probably ask them to do if I was playing with them is go into this pit and just draw in staying around that wall. Because they pop Crab, which is just, here's a free target, just shoot me. But they end up dying, which is fine, that's whatever. And I'm going to use here just as another example here. Because I saw this, and I was like, I'm going to be reviewing these games. Because, like, right here, this is so free. Like, you know, there's 2 people on the left side here. You even have the choice to just ignore the fight. Like, what happens is they don't clean up this fight fast enough. Like, Kyo's afraid to drop the pen. Biscuit doesn't force the pen. And Sam doesn't. I have no idea on why we keep going left. I think that like literally the only thing that I could think of is is as you said, it's traditional, and it's typically safer. Like if you're wanting to do something safe, left side's the better bet because you don't instantly explode like the right side, but at the same time you're passing up so many openings. Like I really don't know. Like here, I'm gonna back up a little bit since I got focused on what was said in chat. Uh, but like here, for example, there's two people on the left side. You just need to do something about them. It, I don't care if it's a fighting. I don't care if it's whatever. But you have to do something, and you have to do something for zone. And like what happens is you have Stamper who does this line for some reason. Like, if I'm not mistaken, this is literally the line they take. Yeah, this is literally the line they take. And they waste so much movement here. And if you want to say, oh, it's not that much movement, you only wasted half a second. You wasted half a second when this Stamper over here should be dead. Like, if you're letting people live for half a second, that half a second matters a lot. Because here's some really fun frame data. I'm not exactly sure on Pen, but I believe in half a second, this can kill you. I know Shot can kill you in half a second. Uh, Decaf I think's iffy. I think Decaf trades you. And Bucket should be able to at least get a shot off or trade you. Like in half a second, you have this weapon which can kill you. You have this weapon which should be able to kill you. If this weapon has charge, it can kill you. And you have this weapon which can kill you. But we're just giving them half a second. And then like with this Pen over here, who, mind you, they were over here for a second. And you have a Pen who's covering this angle, and you have a Bucket who can cover this angle. Because, again, I'm just going to back up to where I was. Okay, thank you, controller. Thank you for fighting me. Yeah, like they're waiting for JP to mess up, but JP's already messed up at this point. Like, there's a reason for you to try to stick and force this fight. Because like literally, you have Pen over here. Your Pen can hold this angle. Like I'm gonna let this play out because like at this point, you literally have Pen over here. This Pen is so overcommitted that you can just sit here and paint his Pen. Like if Biscuit goes here and just paints, there's nothing this Pen can do about it. Like the Pen has to go for this angle on inflatable, or they have to go all the way to the other side of block, which is fine. Like, but they end up getting trapped here, and Kyo can just drop them. Like, you have Pen literally covering this, and you have a Bucket fighting a Pen. Hi, Yoshi. Yeah, I agree with you, Yoshi. They just aren't in range to actually hit their shot, which is my biggest issue. Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know. Like, the entire enemy team has already messed up here. Like, they have such a free in. And what happens is we decide that we're gonna just twiddle our thumbs. So, like, you know, the Pen who was here suddenly can back up to here, which, mind you, the Bucket should just be going here and forcing the fight. Like, it's a Bucket versus a Pen, just go shoot them. But you're burning strikes on zone, which is whatever. Oh, hey, look, you know the Pen who was over here and doing nothing? Who you could have killed because you have Pen here and you have Bucket here? Look, the Pen just killed your Bucket. Who guessed what they wanted to do? They wanted to pop strikes, like a dumbass. And I don't care that this is top level. These are mistakes that literally shouldn't be happening because it's so free to push. And like now this entire left side is going to be messy. Like in this case, yes, they cap zone. Like they apply this penalty, which is the only reason the game lasts as long as it does. Like they just buy themselves more time to work with, which is great. But it's just like nothing happens out of this really. Like the fight on the right side gets wrapped up. Also, I want to point something out here. I'm just gonna because I should still have the time. You know how the Pen was here? The Pen stayed there for like 12 seconds before it died, if not longer. Why are we letting Pen sit in the most dangerous place on the stage? Like in the easiest to punish place on the stage for more than 10 seconds? Like I'm sorry, this is something that I would expect to be yelling at like Div 5 players for, not top level. Like this right side gets wrapped up, which is great. Like I'll be real, as soon as they get in, they start doing fine. And then they pause for a second. Like there's a really egregious moment of this, in my opinion. Because I have a really interesting take about Dewey specials of Crab. Because at this moment is really funny to me. Because they end up getting sniped by a bomb, which is totally preventable. Like I want to talk about popping Crab here. Like I first just want to mention you have Pen here. Pen's like sightline is already up to here. And I think the sightline like, extends to over here, just with them on top mid. So like, this is already going to be covered by pen. But the issue is you have crab, which lasts 8 seconds, by the way. Like, by the time this is over, it's going to be 3:30. Like, that is how long we're expecting someone to be in crab, which is totally fine. But I just disagree with it. Because right now you just have Kyo off on Plat. Like, the Stamper can kind of help, but I'm not going to count the Stamper. Because Stamper can really only help in straight lines. Which, again, is possible to hit. But that's not something you want to rely on. Because that feels like you're more so having to outplay them. Like, you're having to just aim better, compared to just outplaying them correctly. But, like, you can jump your Stamper up to here. And you get your Julies over here, right? And yes, you're going to be running the risk, and I don't think they're cooled up right now. Holy, my throat is dry. Like, you just have 2 people here, and you have someone coming in. Like, your pen should be able to call that someone's over here. I'm gonna clean this up real quick. Like, you know someone's gonna be over there, and you know where these 2 players are. And, like, you have the potential, like, you jump Stamper up, and you push your Louise in. And you literally just have a 3v2. Like, this bucket gets dropped immediately, assuming Kyo knows where they are. And, like, Kyo should know where they are, and if not, okay, the bucket's going to be isolated up here on Spinner. That's not bad, and anyone can tell where this shot is. But what ends up happening is you only have Kyo drops? No, Kyo does not drop, okay. Like, you literally only have Kyo up here. And, like, you kind of just have your 3 teammates on the sides of Plat, which is stupid. Like, you have the ability to jump to Kyo, take it. Because, like, what ends up happening is you hard commit your crab here, and crab's stuck. Like, the only 2 people that Kyo can expect to get up here is, like, they can expect Samper to get up here, because Samper wants to be up here. You can maybe expect Pen to jump up. I don't know if Pen will, because a lot of Pens prefer playing for cooler, which is fine. Like, if you want cooler, you get cooler. Hi, Ren. Oh, yeah, I got you. I can turn on my mic. Thank you for saying something. I can actually barely turn up my mic. I am sorry, Chief. I apparently just have a quiet voice. There's really not much I can do about it. Because I have my mic set as loud as I can. Actually, no, my mic should be fine. Ryan, are you sure it's not something on your end? My mic's fine. Like, my mic is peaking yellow, which is what I've been told you want to set any mic to. Like, my mic is as loud as my teammates are. Maybe it's being weird, but it's still peaking how it should. Damn, okay. Let me see if I can change what's picking up my mic. Okay, is this any better? No, that actually looks worse, at least looking at the volume. Okay, thank you, Almaja. You're smarter than I. Actually, wait, hold up. How do you amplify? Okay, you just increase decibels. I'm gonna increase it by a small amount at the start. Like, I'll increase it by 3, because I think 3 decibels is supposed to be like 3 times is twice as loud. I don't remember decibel stuff. Yes, you know. Here. Is this better or no? Alright then, okay. My mic is back. I can keep amplifying the audio. Yeah. Is my voice better or should I make it any louder? Also, my bad, I am not used to doing anything with stream. I'm just relying on the people who watch to say things. Okay, I got y'all. Thank y'all for letting me know. Sorry, it's kind of hard to both speak and hear my own audio. That's not quite how my brain works. And I really don't feel like setting things up so I can hear my own audio, because that would just annoy me. Anyways, I was rambling about this fuck-ass crab, which I hate. Oh wait, I need to turn back on. There we go. Like, you have this fuck-ass crab over here, which is doing jack shit. Like, you want to be getting 3 people on the spot. Why? Okay. Like, you want to be getting 3 people up to this line, because this is the baseline. No, that makes sense. Thanks for letting me know, Mojo. I did not know that was a thing. But yeah, like, you can push 3 people up to here super easily. Like, you just jump Stamper, you jump Dewey's. And, like, look, the enemy team literally messed up for you. Like, if you're pushing here, it's just the lone bucket. Sure, you might not find it, but the bucket's not going to do much up here. Like, they've already messed up so badly that you can push up to here and contest this entire area for free. Like, you're pushed so far up that you should be able to cover, like, pretty much out to here. Like, this is the area which they can effectively control. That's not a neat line, but I don't care. Like, you can control here if you just put pen here instead. And, like, if you're saying, okay, like, if you want to commit forward and force some fights, you can commit up to here super safely, and you can test over to here. Like, the enemy team has already messed up. You have a free 1v3, and it just doesn't happen. And like what happens is Kyo's the only one up, your crab dies, cool, your pen's out of position, so like I'm sorry, they're effectively dead. They're gonna take an extra second to do something. And Sam finally jumped up. Yeah, like you have two people in mid die, and you finally have your stamper jump up. Let me back up to where I was, because I wanna say that their stamper takes fucking 5 seconds to jump up, which makes 0 sense. Yeah. Like they're down there at the start. Oh, am I saying the wrong names? Oh wait, no, that's okay. Yeah. No, I'm talking about the enemy bucket, Yoshi. Like, who I'm talking about is this bucket. No, you're fine. Sorry, it's taking me a second. But yeah, like, you have Stamper down here, and they take 5 seconds to jump up. This is literally inexcusable. Like, this taking 5 seconds to get up is inexcusable, and this crab is also just stupid. Because, like, even if you have two people, again, Pen can cover the exact same thing. Like, you're literally just locking your dude in jail for no reason. Like, cool, you can grab, but your Pen can do the exact same thing. And also, I want to mention that, like, these 3 weapons, which I'm marking, are the 3 people that I want to be going in. Hey, look, this does 70 damage. Hey, look, this does 70 or 35 damage. Hey, look, this does 30 damage. Literally anything can just die if you just tap it. Like, Dewey's has to work slightly harder and put in 8 frames of effort to kill someone, assuming something puts damage on it. Actually, no, that's not true. It takes 12 if it's Stamper that hits. But, oh no, the horror. I'm killing as fast as Staple Dewey's. However shall I live? Like, I don't know. Like, and sorry if this comes off as demeaning to anyone who's watching, but like, this is just how I look at the game. And I don't think this crap is excusable ever. Because like, if you're worried about flank, you literally just put pen here. And like, just letting this play out, like, oh hey, look, Stamper finally jumped up, but like, right now just because you took so long, you're in a fucking 4v2 or in a 2v4. Like, you take so long that you're trapped to the tiniest part and the worst part of the stage, in my opinion. Like, you're stuck on glass. Like, if you drop, you're stuck on glass. If you move forward, you're kind of stuck on glass. Like, you messed up so hard that you put yourself in the spot where you living is a miracle. And if you're relying on a miracle, you're doing something wrong. And like, I'll just let this play out for a bit. Like, the anime team just ignored this them. Like, I actually like what this decaf does. I kind of wish they just sent the fight, but I respect it. As someone who goes for zone. Like, the only reason this works, to be blunt, is the enemy team is just as afraid to fight as they are. Like, I want to point out just how lucky this is to work. And I'm going to back up, because I really want to reiterate this to anyone watching. Like, look at how stupid this is. You have a fucking 2v4. Send it. What's the worst that happens? Like, you have Bucket here, they shoot. Your decat's already in range to one shot. Shot's like a few seconds out, and Pen has a charge. Like, Pen should still have a good two shots. If they drop, they're in range to hit. Like, in like a second, in like half a second to a second, everyone can hit. Yoshi, I can't disagree with you. I wish I could, but I really don't think I can disagree with you. Like, I don't know. Like, I'll let this play out and compare to pausing on everything, because I've been kind of going slow, but, like, the fact that the people lived, like, FTWin lived over here is insane. And, like, you're put in such a messy position. Like, right now, you're put in such a messy position, because you have one person over here, you have your Pen in Narnia, and your Bucket's being asked to fight a 1v2. This isn't actually that bad for Bucket, it's very winnable, but your duel is kind of locked out because of the bubble. And just, like, what ends up happening is, you can't do anything. So, like, the enemy team gets to set up for free. And now I can talk about some stuff of why I don't think JP is that good, or I don't think JP's godlike. Like, I don't think JP is godlike because right now there is a really easy way in. Like, if you're willing to just sacrifice your shot here, you can get your decav in for free. And if you don't want to kill someone, that's fine. That's whatever. I know I have my own takes, but like, it's just decav. It's just this pen. Like, pen backs up, so its maximum range is here. You have two people who can go through spinner to over here, and no one does. Like, JP isn't forcing their advantage. Like, their decaf is the only one who forces it, which is good. Like, I actually like their decaf doing this. But you know the same position that I was rallying, like, FTWin for? Same thing. Like, you have this insane spread. Like, you can keep pen, like, you can put pen up here, you can keep your shot here if you're afraid. But at least jump up your bucket. Like, jump your bucket up to here, please. Because if you do that, like, you can put a lot of force here. And, like, right now, this decaf's in a spot, or not the decaf, the fucking Stanford's in a spot which you can just force the fight. Like, they just drop shot forces the fight, pen forces the fight, and suddenly you're dying. But there's only two people up front. Like, decaf should be relatively unknown, so I think pen can just explode. Like, a really similar thing. JP doesn't actually push up here. I love what this decaf it does, but, and, like, bucket actually jumps up. I just want to point out the issue here, which is time. Like, they get up here, but they get up here late. Like, the same thing with how I was growing the Stamper for jumping 5 seconds late. Their bucket jumps up 5 seconds late. Like, I think if you're so afraid to die, you're not going to get any pushes going. Like, you have to keep in mind, you only need one push to win. Like, I think zones is silly because of how the mode works. Like, at a fundamental level, I don't like it, but, like, even then, I think it's fine. The issue is you have to keep going, and you have to set up one good push. I've not seen either team really look to set up that one good push. And, like, right now, it's flipped to where FTWin has a really easy push back in. Let me put this up. Like, right here, this isn't fun, but this actually isn't that bad of a position to be in. The issue that I really have, that I take with it is, like, again, these strikes. Like, it's using strikes to paint the zone. Like, and again, you know how I was talking about earlier, this right side's open. Oh, hey, look, this right side's open. And look, the Stamper actually takes it, except the Stamper's the only one who takes it. You have Kyo going off to Narnia Land. And, like, you have your pen who's trying to paint zone here. I'm gonna let the pen be. Because, like, pen's fine in this position. But, like, right now, Bursty should be joining, Sam and dropping. Except, if I'm, yeah, except they literally pop a fuck-ass crab. Like, I'm going to be real. Hold up, let me see how many crabs are popped. Okay, so they pop 5.5 crabs. One of these gets cancelled, which is whatever, I'm not gonna say much to that. Like, to be blunt, each crab that I've seen has done more harm to their position than they've actually done to the enemy. There's a point of retake, which is the left side. It's just, there's no adapting to what the enemy team is wanting to do here. Like, the enemy team has made it clear, okay, they're just gonna hard focus the left side. Like, they're just gonna focus where, like, that left line is. Which is fine, you just have to force it. Like, if you're gonna force left. But again, this right side's been opened up so many times, and it's just not taken. Like, I'll let this play out, because it takes some time, but, like, here's... And, like, I think this retake's successful. Yeah, it is. Like, this works, but again, I want to point out, your dualies, who you want fighting, can't fight right now, because they're stuck with grab. Like, if you want to talk about recall specials, because people used to... I'm not sure if people still do, but in the past, people used to dog on recall specials. In particular, it was Jetpack and 2, and now it's Zip. Because it's really nice. Like, I'm just gonna be drawing off to the side, or drawing in this one. Like, let's say this is where you pop it. Like, you pop Zip, you can go here, you can go here, you can go up here, you can set up your team to fight over here. That's cool. It's great. But eventually you get dragged back to here. Crab has the exact same thing. Like, it's done different and it depends on your weapon. But, like, this is effectively your recall point. In cool, you can shoot out to, like, over here, and you can shoot over here, and you can hit over here, like, you can hit this wall, like, you can hit over this entire thing. Like, yes, crab can do a lot of things, but crab has to be used to further what you're doing. It can't just be adding on to what you're already doing. Like, you lose your dualies. Because if there's a world where your dualies are up here, like where this line is. Suddenly this decav just gets fucking dropped. And then Dewey's turns around and goes over here, and then the shot gets dropped. So now you just have this pennant in Narnia, who in like half a second has to just watch their entire team die. Like, that doesn't happen if I remember. Because yeah, like, literally what ends up happening is you just have the two mid lines skill difference. Like, you just have them skill diff. Because like, Bucket gets skill diffed by Kyo over here, Shock gets skill diffed, and then Decav just kind of gets tag teamed. Which, cool, but like, you're relying on being mechanically better. I'm never going to advocate for just being mechanically better, despite what people think with my style. Like, that is the stupidest way you can try to win the game. Like, this ends up playing out and it works in their favor, but again, you have to skill different. Like, it's just being better. And like, this is actually a moment I really like. And until I don't. Like, ignoring this pen is great, because realistically, all this pen is going to try to do is paint the zone. And like, you have your pen staring at it. Like, this is pen's effective range. I know it can reach out further into zone, but it's not going to be hitting anything. Or if it does, it has to just be insanely good, which, credit where it's due. Some people can do it. Like, I really like what's going up on a plat. The issue is they stop. Like, you have Kyo who just sits here. Like, you have Kyo who just sits there, and now Bursty has to deal with this person on the right side alone. Like, I get the idea is Kyo can move in. Like, Kyo ends up moving in, great. But again, Kyo's, like, where Kyo is, if, like, let's say Kyo realizes, oh wait, someone's gonna die. Like, if they realize Bursty is about to die, cool. Bursty's gonna die, and then this bucket's gonna die, right? But Kyo's in such a bad spot, they can't really move. Like, the only spot they can go is backwards. Like, it could be to either of the spots that I'm highlighting, but they have to go backwards. And you don't want to do either of them. I also want to point out something which is fucking inexcusable. I'm going to Bursty's point of view because this is what was caught in stream. And you can ask Yoshi because I was literally screaming when I saw this, because this should never happen. Okay, which button is Bursty's perspective? There we go. So like, I want to point this out. This is totally fine. Like, I get the idea is you don't want to die here, right? All of this is totally fine. The issue that I run into is you take this wall. So you know this entire area which you are watching, and you know the people who are behind the wall here? Yeah, so they go to the top, and you lose all sight. Like, you go up here, and you have no idea what's happening from here to here. Like, this is inexcusable because you let someone in. And then, like, okay, cool, they're focusing on this side. Like, you don't need to worry about anyone over here, right? The issue is, people over here aren't going to do anything. Like, this play isn't going to develop for a few seconds. Like, this play literally will not develop for at least 2 seconds, which gives you free kills. And I want to point out something really funny. You know why I think going on that wall was stupid? Because you know that funny little decav that Bursty was looking at? At least I think it was the decav. Was it the decav? No, it was the bucket. It was the bucket who did this. So you know how Bursty was suddenly watching this, and suddenly they aren't? Like, let me back up and see if I can catch where, like, when Bursty was fighting. Yeah, like right here, Bursty's fighting. Cool. I'm gonna pause so I can actually do this. Like, for what the bucket knows, you literally cannot push this area. Like, sure, this right side's free and they should be taking it anyways, but that's fine. Like, you know you can't take this left side. So you're funneling everyone in on the right side. And then they see Bursty's going on the wall, because it doesn't hide you as well as you want. So now you just have the bucket who gets in for free. So you know, like, this entire area where Bursty was, and where Bursty was controlling, and you know, all of the good things that you want. Yeah. Yes, Stormy, literally that's what it is. And you know what's crazy? Everyone says this gap is insane. No, the gap isn't insane. Like, I think this gap is really easy to fix. We just need to go fight. Like, we cannot be afraid to die. Because if we keep constant pressure and we keep fundamentals that should be learned, like back in D5, this doesn't happen. Because there's ways to do this and be safe. Like, I know I obviously am going to advocate for playing termadive, because that's what I like doing. That's what I think works. There's a reason I play it. But you can't let this happen. Like, I don't care what style you play, you can't let this happen, because you just let Bucket in for free. And while we're looking at stupid plays, we're gonna go to fucking Kyo's point of view, because I think this is inexcusable. So we're going to Kyo's point of view. So they just got in, they're watching Pen. Okay, they're healing. That's fine. Like right now, they're just getting information. This is totally fine. Like I'd actually probably do something similar if I'm playing on a more normal team. Like if I wasn't playing on PS, this is probably something I would do. It's just take a second to heal, take a second to figure things out. We're just gonna watch Kyo. We're just gonna watch Kyo here. What's the goal here? What's the goal here, sir? I think Kyo goes by he, him. I hope sir is correct on that. Like, they just sit here. Like, they literally just let their dualies die. Like, Kyo's giving up the entirety of the right side of Plat just to sit here and shirk. And like, yes, I know on paper Kyo is looking to be like, okay, I'm just gonna wait a second, I can kill Pen. If I throw a bomb and I hit my second shot, I can kill Bucket. Like, cool, we're going roughly even, but there's no reason to wait this long. Uh, yeah, I really don't know. Like, this just feels really weird. Because they just sit here, and then cool, they see Pens alone, and then they fucking whiff. Like, if you want to shark, that's fine. I have nothing against sharking. I will look at you like you're silly sometimes, depending on where you shark. But if you're going to shark, you need to hit. Like, especially on Bucket, where you really shouldn't be whiffing that. Like, there's so many ways you can work around it. You can bomb first and then shoot. You can shoot and get into their face. You can squid roll at them. There's so many ways around it. You just have to pick something. You can't just pick, I'm going to sit here and shark. Also, let's see when Kyo gets up here, by the way, because I just want to show the time of how long they shark. Because like, oh, okay, yeah, this is gonna make me want to fucking scream, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So they're sharking this time. Like, I'm gonna start this here because they were healing for a second, so they start at 34. But let's see when they fight and die. Still winning. For the record, it's been 10 seconds that have passed. It's been 15. Okay, so they wait 16 seconds. They literally wait 15 seconds to do something. I just like doing this just to give like credence to some time. Y'all have to give me a second to remember like any math, because there's 4 segments of 15 in a minute. In like if there's 20, you have 20 segments. If I remember, they just spent like yeah, like they just spent 5% of the game sharking. Like this is inexcusable. Like you have the ability to fight, you have the ability to force space, you have your teammates with you. You just have to do something here. Like you can't just wait here. Because if you're just waiting here, you're just gonna die. And like, okay, you might not die in particular because you're sharking and you're safe, but your dualies dies. And I'm gonna go to overhead real quick. And I want to point out this like the situation you're in. I was keeping it in particular on Kyo's and Bercy's perspectives because I remember this. So you don't have a Bucket versus a Stamper. Realistically, these two are gonna trade out. That's fine. And then you have Kyo who trades out here. Okay. So let's quickly just slash the weapons that we have. So your dualie's dead. Your Stamper's gonna trade. Kyo died. Okay, you killed the Pen, cool. And you're gonna trade the Bucket. You're expecting your Pen to win a 1v2, which is doable. Don't get me wrong, especially because they have range. But like, you have this little wrench in the plans. In oh look, you know how Kyo was sitting here and not going forward and not watching this exact angle where the shot is? Would you look at that? They have an exact angle on the Pen. And if I were to take a guess from like me pausing here, this shot's just gonna pop Zuko and kill the Pen. Okay, I guess in this case it's a bit different. Like, Sam doesn't die and your duelie gets in. But again, they're in on the left side now. Like, you spent so long, you just let them in. And like, now you're in a spot, which mind you, you had two people up on pot. You could have jumped your Stamper up. Like, you could have literally been controlling this entire area. Like, minus the one, you could have been controlling this entire area with your teammates, and you have your Pen sit here, and your Pen has angles to hit all the way over here. Like, you literally can shut down the entire stage. But you want to sit in Shark, and you want to go on a wall, and you want to be stupid. Which is fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. But we can't act like the gap is insane. And we also can't be offended when people are calling us out. Because I will admit, I think a lot of people online were just saying shit. Because I hate just saying shit and criticizing people and not saying, hey, this is what I think you should do. That is literally why I'm streaming right now. I'm saying what I think we should be doing different. But, like, you can't be offended when we see this. Like, if this is the gameplay we're seeing, we're going to call you out. Because this is, again, inexcusable. And, like, right now, it's, like, you're put in a spot where you have all 3 people on the right side, or all 4 people on the right side. Like, Kyo's probably going to be going over here, and if they're smart, they drop over left side to relieve pressure. Like, you have all 4 people over on this right, like, all 3 people on the right side, and their entire team is spawning in, and they're just going to lock down mid. Like, this is not the gap is insane. This is we just aren't taking advantages. And I'll let this play out, because this needs to settle a bit to actually see what's going to happen here. Oh, hey, look, there's a funky little crab here. Sorry, I need to attack this crab, because I think these crabs have been garbage. Cool, crab hits to, like, over here, and to, like, over here. But Dooley can just roll here, and then roll here, and then this thing dies, and then you roll here, and then the pen up here dies, and then you can kill the shot. Like, in 3 rolls, you're doing the exact same thing that you can with your crab. Also, I was glad about it to bring that up. Thank you for saying that for me. You know what the crab's wanting to do of lock down like these sightlines? There's a funny little pen who's sitting right here behind them. You know, hey, what's pen's range again? Oh, this looks awfully familiar, and this looks awfully redundant. Like, I'm gonna let this play out for just a bit, because again, this needs to just settle. Like, you have your Stamper die on the right side. You know, hey, look, suddenly, we have 2 people trapped down here, and you have Bucket over here, who just can't really help fight. Like, there's so much pressure going on the right side over here, because you're gonna have Pen who can force this angle. Like, Pen can hit up to here. Pen walks forward, and suddenly this entire corner is off limits. You have decavs in range, and your shot can push in here, like, instantly. If they fully coordinate this, Hyo can at most pick off 1. Like, let's say they pick off the shot, cool. But I think that's what this Bucket wants, because Bucket's gonna wrap around and kill Kyo. Like, this is a really messy. This got really messy really quickly. But like, I'm gonna just go best case scenario here, right? So you trade the decav, Bursty dies, Biscuit's probably gonna die because they don't get a good angle. Shot's gonna die, and then Kyo's gonna die. So we'll do the same thing of just marking things. So Shot dies, decav dies, and then the rest of the team dies. Like, I feel like I'm being overly harsh, but like these are just inexcusable plays. Like, we just can't let this happen. Hold up, I need to. There we go. So it's fixing the music. Like, this entire area is just gonna die because we're taking so long to fight. And like, all that these crabs are doing is slowing the pace of the game down. And if you are better than the enemy team, or you're looking to slow the pace of the game down, that's great. But like, where you need to slow the pace of the game down is when you're like up here, or like if you're over here and you need to relieve pressure. Like, we've been popping crab over here, which the idea is to relieve pressure, I know, but like, I'm just going to be drawing sightlines of what you can actually hit, because you have to keep in mind, there's walls in mid. Like, you can't hit inside the areas that I'm just going to roughly color in. Like, these are angles that you literally can't hit with your crab. And you're stuck in crab for 8 seconds, just as a friendly reminder. Like, popping this crab, yes, you have a few sightlines you can fight, but you can't really do anything. And like, in this case, yeah, Bursty kind of just skill diffs, which is fine. Like, you have Biscuit jump out and you have Kyo just kind of skill diff. But I want to point out, as I've been saying, a lot of these fights have been skill diffing. They've not been, I'm just going to outright play better. Like, and those 2 things sound really similar, but they aren't. Like, skill diff is, I just have to rely on my mechanics to get out. Playing better is, it doesn't matter if I have ass mechanics, we're just going to win. Like, in this case, Bursty does the right thing. Like, Bursty actually does something smart of, okay, we're just going to chill on the right side and we're just going to draw attention. Which is fine. Like, it gives you the ability to take zone back for free, which is good. But I want to point out, they kind of just get sacrificed, which again is fine. But like, you know the really funny thing, because so many people are like, oh yeah, you shouldn't ever be trying to die. Like, if you die, it's a crime. You see how the dualies just said, fuck this, I'm gonna kill myself? Oh hey, look, they drew the shot their way. Oh hey, look, they drew something else to the stamper. Because, like, I'm very sure they draw, what is it, the bucket? I think they draw the bucket and shot onto that right side. I want to fact check this, because I believe they draw 2 people on the right side. But I could just be going insane. Yeah. Because, like, you get shot onto this. Like, this shot just kind of gets slashed. You're like, oh, cool. Like, you literally just tried this out. Like, dying intentionally there is good. Because, like, suddenly you have the pen looking over here, which sounds like such a small difference, but the pen can't look over here into here. Which means, like, you get Kyo and Biscuit in for free. Like, being willing to just sacrifice yourself is not a stupid play. It just has to be with intention. Like, it's not you're looking to die for the sake of dying. It's I'm looking to die because I know I'm going to stall here. Like, in this case, Biscuit, or not Biscuit, fucking, why am I blanking on the name? Bursty, thank you. That's why I was blanking. That's why I was blanking on. Like, Bursty just goes over here and says, okay, I'm just gonna sack myself. Because if you realize, like, Bursty does not actually get the kill and shot, which is technically bad. But they killed, like, the shot gets killed after because you know that someone's gonna be coming after. And again, this pen is only turning to zone now. Like, pen only just got its full charge. Like, I think the biggest issue here is Sam takes an indirect line. Like, this is me personally, I'm a fucking, like, I'm a support player, so I have my biases. Like, I wish they would have just pushed for zone here. But, like, such a good play turns bad in just so quick. Because Kyo tries to 1v1, like, over here, which, again, this is a 50-50, so Kyo dies. And then, like, the Stamper, who has the ability to go, like, up to here and help fight, they stick and pit. You can't hit anything here. Like, yes, I know you can hit ledge. I know you're trying to poke. I know you're trying to just be a threat over here. Look, I think its effective range is to here and to here. Like, you realistically aren't going to hit this pen. And this bucket shouldn't even entertain you. Like, what the bucket should really do is just drop you, throw a bomb, throw a shot, and just run away. Because you're not doing anything to the game state. Like, we just have to keep you in the back of our mind. We don't have to even look at you. Like, this works because JP decides that they're going to take the stupidest fight possible, and Stamper's deciding to be foolish. Like, again, same thing, NA's being just as stupid in my opinion. Like, Brissy has a free angle here, Biscuit's watching them. Like, this pen isn't going to do anything. And if they do, it's going to get traded out instantly, which is fine. Like, you trade pen for dualies. Like, this is worst case scenario. You trade them, that's fine. Like, realistically, if you trade someone else out, you have a chance at zone. You also have to keep in mind Kyo's going to be coming in. They don't know where Kyo's going to come from. Like, Kyo could flank, Kyo could take this line, Kyo could go through Plat. For all they know, Kyo's going on the most roundabout flank possible to get over here. Like, they just don't know. But they just don't do anything with that. Like, information is such a valuable thing in this game, but I don't see people take advantage of it. And, like, here, I'm not going to keep pausing, but, like, again, this right side gets opened up. They have to kill here, and they're afraid to fight the decav. And, like, suddenly they just lose the game. Because at this point, it's, like, really too late to cap zone. Like, you don't have the right weapons at this point to paint zone. And, like, Kyo dies because they just have to force a fight, because what else are they going to do? Like, this entire game, looking back at everything, this was so preventable. You just have to take fights. A concept that I like bringing up a lot in coaching, and people who are probably watching now know this. If you're putting force on an enemy team, they get used to putting that same amount of force back. Which, like, makes sense. The analogy I like to give to people is, okay, you're going to be pushing on a wall, and someone's pushing on the wall against you, right? It's not going to move, because both of you are going to equal out your force, so no one can move, which makes sense. What happens when you take that force away? Because, like, when Bursty was keeping an eye on that bucket, they were putting that force out, and they take that force away. And what happens is that wall's going to come flying at you, and it's going to run you over. You can't put force out and then retroactively take it back. If you're putting force out, and especially on defense, you have to keep it consistent. That's also why I dislike things like Crab. Because when you're doing stuff like Crab, it's like, okay, cool. I'm going to be putting out a lot of force, and I'm going to amplify my force for 8 seconds. But until I can get back in, you set your force back to 0. So it works really short term, but you have to be getting kills with it. And a lot of the Crabs that I was seeing weren't so much for the sake of kills, but it's like, I want to relieve pressure. But again, you have a pen with you. Pen can relieve pressure for you. I don't know, I just feel insane looking at these games. Because it's like, oh yeah, there's this insane gap, and it's like, no, there is no gap. Both sides are being stupid, and I think both sides are being afraid to fight. So I need to check something real quick. Like, it feels really weird to say that there's some insane gap when we're just not forcing fights we need to. Okay. Let's see. This opening's fine. I'm not going to talk about opening stuff too much. Okay, I take that back. Like, I just want to point stuff out with opening because it's really not talked about a ton. Like, you have someone who's so far committed over here that, like, the entire right side is freed. Like, you could go over here and just take the 1v1. You could go over here, force the pen. You could go here, sit at the wall, chill for a bit, and then kill the pen. Like, there's so many outcomes you have. The issue is they confine their entire team to this corner of the stage. Like, if you're doing that, you literally have zero surprise factor. Like, if you are unknown, that is such an advantage. That's the idea of what sharking is, but you don't need shark to get that time advantage. Okay. Like, letting this play out, this is fine, this is opening shenanigans, I'm not gonna care so much. Okay, I love how I say that, and it's always like, no, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna ignore what Bercy's doing, because they end up winning their fight, so it's excused. Like, right here, I want to point out something really important that I don't see talked about a ton. Okay, so Kyo and Sam are chilling behind this little structure. Just gonna highlight this so it's a little easier to see. Like, they're chilling at this structure. They can't hit zone. They can hit here to here. They have AoE, so they can hit here. But like anything in zone, if you're hitting them, that's more so you're getting lucky and having to rely on predictions. This isn't okay. I'm just going to put my cursor on them and I'm just gonna shoot. Because if you set up fights like that, you're just gonna win the game for free. But so many of those fights just aren't set up. And like here, if you notice, oh hey, look, we backed out of zone. We can't do anything in zone, so they have like these free angles to take. And oh look, the bucket's taking this angle, and the shot's gonna take this angle. Oh no, this is gonna be so bad. Again, I'm going to be leaning to JP here. JP doesn't force this. Like their bucket kind of takes it, but their bucket just kind of bails. Like bucket fails under. Yeah, it's really obvious to just. It's really obvious what they're wanting to do. Also, like, if you want to talk about some stuff, okay, cool. We're gonna be chilling behind this barrier here, right? Great. You're chilling behind barrier. It's gonna make your life easy. And you can get over barrier because you have bucket and you have stamper. Oh wait, the enemy team also has a bucket. Oh wait, the enemy team can also hit over this. Oh wait, I've given up all my position and they can kill me. Like, it makes zero sense. And I'm not gonna say I know what the better position is to go for is here. Like, to be blunt, I don't know what it is. My answer would probably be I want to go flank left, or I want to get under carousel, or I want to go force the right side. It's just doing something. You can't just sit behind the barrier because you're just wasting so much time. And like, cool, bucket gets in. Cool, you're getting some force out. Like, this ends up working, but I want to point out, like, look at how split everyone is. Like, I'm using exaggerated lines. Also, here's this fuck-ass crab. Get this out of here. If I meet Bursty, I'm going to yell at them about their crabs. Maybe it's a good thing I'm not going to Lions, actually. Because if I say stuff like this, I will just yell at people. Like, everyone is so far split. You can't do anything. And again, like, this crab, like, I'm going to be using the same analogy that I do of, like, recall specials. You're stuck in this crab for 8 seconds. Like, you can't do anything out of this crab. Ugh. I don't know, like, this position just looks so weird because you're letting the enemy team in, and, like, what's happening is FTWin has zero, like, actual force on the game state. The enemy team can't just go in and get what they want, sure. But that's the baseline of playing this game. And, like, I just want to clarify something because I'm probably going to upload this VOD to YouTube eventually and try to spread it because I think this is at least helpful to some people. Like, how PS plays, or how termadive plays, termadive, hyperdive, whatever, I prefer termadive. Like, how we play is we're going to put all of our force here and we're expecting you to shoot at us. But we know that you're going to give away your position and we're forcing for the best spots possible. That's what we're looking to do. We aren't looking in to just get shot. We aren't being stupid with our plays. We're playing as fast as we do and as suicidal as we do because we're trying to dictate the entire pace of the game. That's all we're doing. And we do it very different than other teams do. Other teams should be dictating the pace of the game by special, by chip, by paint, all sorts of things. That's why I love comp making. Comp making is so unique and it lets you dictate the pace of the game however you choose. But you have to dictate the pace of the game. You can't be afraid to fight. You can't be afraid to put your force out there. Because that's what ends up happening here. And like, I don't, yeah, like this cap works, but I want to point out, like, because they effectively get in here, right? Because like at this point in time, they effectively have the freest in. I'm just gonna round this up to like 430 because that's pretty realistic. Oh wait, no, I need to go further back actually because they have this in for a good bit. Like I want to see how long it takes for them to get this in. Okay, so like at this position, they effectively have the freeze in for zone. Because like realistically, what should happen is okay, buckets here, bucket trades, and you trade Stamper. Because like Penn's just gonna chill over here and just shoot them, which is cool. Whatever, all the things are nice. In this case, you don't know, but like, I'm going to be counting it from like around here when they should be able to cap sun. So we're starting the timer at 43. Let's see how long it takes for them to cap. Oh, this is pitiful. Oh wow, that's really pitiful. Yeah. So like that's 14 seconds. I'm just gonna round up to 15 because I like being hyperbolic and it's a nice round number. Or not round number, but it's a nice number that works very well. Like, it takes you 15 seconds to go in. You had this opening for so long. And like really, you had one threat which you had to deal with, which was the decaf coming in. But Kyo can call that. You have Biscuit coming into zone, you have Sam coming into zone, and you just shoot them. And you also should have Bursty coming into zone. But you know how that like you know how Bursty decided they were going to pop an 8-second crab over here. By the way, like I want to point out that entire time that they had that opening, Bursty could only actively move for half of it because they decided to pop crab. Like. Sorry, I'm harshing on crab a lot. Like, I do like crab, but you have to be really smart with your crab placements. Like, so much time is just given up for free. And in, like, this case, this is perfect. People need to just go forward and you send someone back to help Bursty. And, like, I actually want to highlight something, because I think this is really good, and I think this is really bad. In the exact same time span. I remember this because this was an impressive flick. Sam goes up here and just kills the shot. Like, just outright kills them. Which is great. The issue is you have one person looking at the decaf. You have two people looking at the decaf. You have three people looking at the decaf. Like, you don't need this much force for one decaf. Oh wait, no, I stand corrected. Bursty was painting for crab. In a time when you need to move, you just pop your crab, go fight, please. I'm losing my mind. Like, realistically here, someone should just be going forward anyways. Like, I look at this position, what I would probably do in their shoes is ask Biscuit to go forward and ask Bursty to go forward. That's a really harsh line, whatever. Like, Kale has high ground and is just the lone decav. And if any help is needed, that's when you can call for someone to go back. Like, if you can get Pen set up here for free, like, let's say you even keep two people back to deal with this person. Like, you keep your Julie and you keep your Bucket back. On paper, this sounds stupid because that's your main fighting pair. Or that's one of your big fighting pairs. But if you can get Pen all the way over here to set up, Pen's sightlines literally cover everything here. Like, getting Pen up here is a literal win condition. And the funny thing is, I don't think anyone actually goes up to here where Sam is, like, to play for defense. Wait, hold up, I need to read that real quick, Mojo. I mean, I can't really disagree with you. Like, but the main thing that you want when you're popping crab is you want to be in an area where after your crab, everything's not going to fall apart. Like, the way that I see crab is not the way to get you in, crab is what keeps you in. Like, I put crab in the same area that I would bubble. The issue is, a lot of people are using crab to get in. And like, I'm going to say something really funny, which is going to be considered a hot take. I don't think it's a hot take, and I play back literally for like almost all of my comp career, because I've at least in three, because I like Swig, I liked Rapid, I liked Rapid Pro, I one trick V10. If you want to do something like this with a special, play VAC, because VAC gives you the ability to get in, and it gives you an ability to have defense. And then right after, you can, just casually fire a Rainmaker explosion at the enemy team. Which, mind you, I'm very sure that has the most range in the game. Like, I don't think Dart has the exact same amount of range, like, even with the most subpower possible. Like, we're just waiting so long to do anything. And, like, this ends up getting set up, which is really, really good. This looked so good. Like, because what you can do here is, like, you can keep Biscuit here, you set Sam up here, you get Bursty, like, all the way over here to set up under this ledge, and, like, you just have Kyo go on a massive flank over here. And, like, what this does is Kyo being over here kind of sections off the entire right side of the stage. Like, they still have an in, but you're putting Dewey's here. So Dewey's section off this entire part of the stage. Here, I'm actually gonna really quickly clean this up. Let me use Black quick, because these are the positions I want to see everyone in. Like, I want to see Bursty go there. I want to see Kyo go, like, here. I want to see them set up Biscuit over here, and then, like, Sam can kind of just go wherever. I'm just gonna put Stamper here because I think it's funny. But, like, this gives you so much space that you can work with, because this entire side is pretty much sectioned off just by Bucket existing. This entire area gets cleared because the duel is here. Pen can also, like, shoot to here, so this is an entire thing. Like, this entire underside is covered, and because the two weapons, like, this area over here isn't really safe, and anything on the immediate ledge isn't safe. Like, you cover so much space for free. You just have to go in. I also want to point out, like, because I think the reason plays like that are avoided is like, oh yeah, we're gonna put Kyo here if Kyo dies. Which one they can jump out, that's besides the point. But, like, if they die, it's like, okay, suddenly this entire left side's opened up. And, like, now that's really dangerous. You know what's funny? Hey, I died, Biscuit. Can you go take top left? And suddenly this entire left side's cleared. Like, no matter what, it's so easy to work around it. But there's just no force put forward here. Because, like, I want to point out something. People were up to here. And we backed up to here. Why? No, hey, look, this line is actually still pretty accurate. I meant to clear it, but it's still pretty accurate. Like, no one's actually pushing up to, like, confirm this area. And, like, yes, I know that is where you're going to die. But if you can get someone under here, like, if you can get someone in this thin line under their plat, it makes your life so easy. Like, you have a Bucket, get Kyo under here. Like, get Kyo under here, get Bursty under here as well. And your life's gonna be really easy. The issue is they just don't. So what happens is, oh, hey, look, you know this entire area that we're supposed to look at? Oh no, Stamper's getting in. Oh no, Bucket's getting in. Oh no, Pen's getting in. Oh wait, Shot's getting in. And you know what's really funny? JP waits on strikes for some reason. Like, there's zero reason you need a strike here. Like, this entire area is free. You can go here, see if you can get any picks in mid, see if you can get anyone on left side. Because if you can, like, let's say you get 3 people over here, and you get 1 person to flank, you don't need specials for this play. Like, the only reason JP waits for specials is because of, someone smarter than me has to know. Like, yes, these strikes do something good. Like, what the strikes do is they effectively make a line and they trap the enemy team, which is fine. I just want to point out the issue here. This is actively going off as they're pushing in, which sounds nice. But, like, let's say you get Bucket here first and then you strike. Trapping them here is a lot more threatening now. It's like, no one's actually in range except this decav. And this decav is going to die because there's, like, you have Kyo on far left, which is, bro's doing what he's going to do. Like, you have 2 people who can just shoot for free, and you have your Pen who can get a good shot on. Like, that decav is so, like, has 0 support with it, and they aren't actually in a spot where they can do anything. Like, pushing there is stupid. I would not, like, I will be real. I think if I saw, like, a Tormi push something like this, I'd yell at her. Like, pushing like that is stupid. Everyone agrees that's stupid. You should never do that. The issue is they just let the enemy team in for free. And, like, yes, you use strikes in contrast to it. But, like, again, this entire area, which, mind you, this was covered at the start. This entire area is all you have to hold. Like, I'm gonna get a nice, I want to get a nice outline of the one area you're expected to hold on the stage. You're expected to hold over there, and you're expected to hold over here. Like, these are realistically the only two areas you need to keep, especially considering both of them give you an angle here. Like, you can watch a flank, you can watch right side, you can watch a flank on the left side. You cover everything in those two spots. But we're just giving up this area for free because we wanted to be nice. We wanted to get like we were doing a fucking nerd sale and everything's 100% off, including their own base. Like, I don't know, it's just really odd to me because they just let JP in here. In like, okay, cool, you let JP in. Why is this here? I didn't see that crab. No, no, no. Show me this crab. No, no, no. I'm not letting this slide. Yeah, yeah, people do panic when strikes are getting popped on zone, and I think it's really, really funny because like you just send one person back and you paint the square, cool, and now you just kill the people who are dropping. You're grabbing now? Okay, I know Mercy's a top level player. These are mistakes I expect to see out of D7. This crab isn't doing anything. Like, again, I don't know what like. You can't convince me that Bursty and Biscuit aren't something. Like, Botanic Lab, I have no idea. There's something not normal because they keep popping crabs next to the other. Whoa. I'm losing my mind. Like, again, same thing that I've been doing for the other game. You get Pen up here because this is where Pen should sit anyways. Oh, hey, look, Pen can hit here. Pen can hit, like, hold up, I need to do this a touch better. Like, you get Pen up here. Cool. Pen can hit this angle to, like, this angle because there's a little inflatable here. Pen can also just move here, and you hit across zone, and you can hit everything. You're committing to 8 seconds here. Why? Why? This crap does nothing. Like, this crab literally does nothing. Like, your abilities, you can go up here, you can shoot people. If you pop crab like here, for example, I actually respect you. I respect the shit out of that play because you're putting yourself at risk. But, uh, how much do I think? How much do I think Link winners can do that better? Can do better crabs than this? I'm sorry. Like, oh, this is so bad. I'm losing my mind. Like, Juice has a 16 frame kill time. They have the same range of shot. They have burst mobility. Like, Dualies have all of the tools to fight. You just have to use them. And like, yes, I know if you want to make the argument of crab, because I'm going to bully any crab that I see. Oh, hey, look, crab got the kill on. Crab got the kill over here. They have a set. They now have an open sightline. Two things. One, if you want to pop crab over here, just pop crab over here. Don't start your crab over here. You're wasting time. Like, you wasted what, a third of your special? You wasted anywhere from a third to a half your special for nothing. Also, like, you killed someone here. You know what dualies can also do? If you go here, you walk. You go here, you dodge roll, and you dodge roll, and suddenly you can kill anyone here. Like, anyone in this entire radius, you can kill. Or like, if you want to go here and you're afraid of dying, you dash here, and oh, hey, look, there's a decav here. Let me shoot them. Except now you have dualies in a good position, and now you can rotate your dualies over here. And if you crab it here, this is game ending. Like, this literally wins the fight if you can get crab over here first. Because that covers. I need to actually get a straight line for this. Y'all will have to deal with me not being able to make a straight line. Like, crab covers this entire area for free. And you know how the pen, who I wanted to sit here, you know what their sightlines are? Oh no. Oh my. So suddenly the one area which you have to defend is fucking nuked. And you know how you have two teammates in mid? They, like, either of these two can come in anywhere. Like, Kyo can go on the flank of the sentry, and it's not gonna matter. Kyo can go over here and trap people. Cam can just go in for one shots. They can go here and sit here and just decide that they're wanting to go for charge slashes. Like, you can do anything. The world is literally your oyster at that point. Like, two small changes of, okay, we're gonna wait a second. We want to wait for Bursty to get over here. We're gonna hold mid and lock things down until we can do that. And we want Biscuit to stand over here. And you literally win the game. Like, I was watching this game live with Yoshi, and I was wondering, how do they lose this game? I think I figured out how they lose the game. Why are you behind here? Just fight them. Like, they're leaving this entire space open. Yes, I know Pen's scary. Avoid, just swim through here. Like, just go through here, swim. Squid roll to here. Squid roll to here, and suddenly you're in range to shoot them. And if you get your buddy to go with you, like if you get Kyo or Bursty to go with you, you deal with a shot really quickly. Or hell, like Sam can go in and deal with a shot for free. Bursty comes in and kills the pen. These two trade out. Like let's take worst case scenario. Like let's say Sam and Bursty both trade out for that. Okay, so you have Delu's die, you have Bucket die, you have Samper die, you have a shot die, you have pen die, and you have Bucket die. Oh hey, look, you still have a player up. Oh, I'm losing my mind the more games I look at. And oh, hey, look, you know this weird crab? How they're finally in position? It doesn't matter because they're in on the left side. Like, Bucket just backs off. Like, I'm going to be so for real. I want to back off and I want to look at this. I think the only reason this push works is because JP was afraid to fight. I backed up too much. This is still physically painful. Like, you could have avoided fucking. Oh no, they're still holding zone here. Like, but you could have avoided like 30 seconds worth of strife if you just sat there and fought them. And like in this case, the only reason this works is because I think they were expecting the decav to die. Because like the Bucket has the freest, like on this pause frame, I'm looking at the enemy team. Like Bucket has the freest in here. You force the decav in, you force your pen in, and you get your shot up here to Zuka first, and it just gets wiped. Like FTWin just loses. Like there's no reason it should be this back and forth because both teams are making the stupidest decisions known to man. Sorry, that's harsh. Like, I'm just looking at these plays, and you're giving up so many plays just to guarantee to stay alive. Like, go push for the plays that have anywhere from a 10 to 20% chance of dying. Because if those plays work out and you survive the odds, you're gonna do fine. Like, if you survive the odds, you're going to get the freest games for free. Like, neither team's lockouts have been really good at all. Because they just give up space because they're afraid to die. Like, also, quite literally, doesn't everyone play with cooler? Like, everyone plays with cooler. Everyone's talented. Everyone's good at cooler jumping. Go in and force as many fights. The second you see that like there's 3 people who are looking to fight you, just jump out. Just jump out and leave, and you can go dive the fight again. Like, you don't have to take the fight on their terms. You can take a fight, try to kill someone, jump out, and then fight back on your terms again. And suddenly you've slowed them down, you kill them, and now the zone's at 30. Like, there's so many ways to work around this. Like, we just kind of let them in for free. And again, if like Shot decided, okay, I'm just gonna go in here, or your pen decided, or like their pen decided, I'm just gonna go here, deal with the crab. Like I can do with some fire. Like if there's so many ways you can work around it, because pen realistically should just be going here and saying, I'm gonna risk the chance of dying to crab if they do something fancy. Because if they don't die, you have this sightline which lets you hit everything. And this shot has literally zero excuse to be playing so defensive. Like, you just have to Zuko, my friend. You need to go fight. And now you have 2 people on the left side, and again, like, it's the same issue with fighting. This decap is, like, looking to take this angle, and they just take a year to get there. Like, you could have taken this angle, because you know that, like, hold on, let me clean this up. Like, decap can take this angle, Pen can take this angle with them, because Pen can make sure there's no fancy, like, Pen literally denies any fancy business on this side, which is great. That's what you want. And now you just have your decav go here. You have your bucket push over here. You have your shot push over here, and you're in their face. Also, mind you, someone is dead. It's quite literally a 4v3. Go fight them. Like, if you're not going to take a 4v3, which have the odds slightly in your favor, and you're not going to take a 4v2, I don't know what you're going to take. Do you need a 4v1? Like, if you're looking for a 4v1, that just doesn't happen. Like, this is the caliber of play where, like, 4v1s just don't typically happen unless the enemy team is trying to play into it or they really mess up. Like, here, look at JP, look in point and laugh. JP literally failed the freest retake of their life. And, like, this is good. Sam and Bursty goes forward. This is perfect. And then they put 3 people over here for the lone bucket. And you just leave Bursty alone over here. And, like, on paper, that's fine. But if this shot doesn't give a... I did not mean to tap that. If the shot doesn't give a fuck, they just drop Bursty frame 1. Like, Bursty is left alone. Shot can get into here. Shot can get over to here. By time, all 3 of these... Like, you're having these 2 monstrosities spawn back in. Like, literally, this shot just kind of goes in, kills, takes this area. Suddenly, this entire area that I'm highlighting is going to be contested. And anything behind it, this entire area is going to just be contested. You can't deal with this area if you're the enemy team without taking a risk, which is fine. Like, you don't need to take the riskiest fights possible. And, like, Duty can control a lot of things, but, again, these 2 things are going to come in. Like, you're going to have the bucket come in somewhere over here. You're going to have the decap come in somewhere over here. Or, worst case, they just jump and they cut your time in half. But the only reason this doesn't happen is because Bursty backs up and the shot is a coward. Like, this is good. This is also why I was confused on how they lost. Give me back my pen. I don't want to be looking at all that. Like, again, same thing. Bursty backs off of this line. Like, they go back in, and this is good. They're actually holding. And if you notice, these strikes, like... Oh, I'm disappointed. Like, Kyo actually goes in. Like, this is really good, because you have Kyo, like, up in here. Kyo can patrol this entire side. But, this entire area is free. FTWin, what are you doing? You are my heroes back in 2. And, like, now they're just letting the enemy team come in for free. Also, I want to point out something really funny. Because there was a very specific angle. Hold up for me. What are you ain't no weighing? Like, I want to point something out. Because I want to point out this Louis positioned here. Because this is a really funny thing. You know how I was talking about you put Pen here? And they have a sightline where they can hit, like, you know, up to here. Or you put Stamper here. And they have an angle where they can hit up to here. And up to here. With this curve. Or, you know, you put Bucket under this ledge. And they can hit up to here. And up to here. And, like, with this much of a curve. Look at where they all are. Yeah, I have no idea why they left Kyo to die there. Like, if Kyo's goal was to die there, I think that'd be fine. It's just no one plays off of that. Like, Kyo dying here is actually kind of advantageous. But, like, just nothing happens with it. But, like, they all are retaking from up here because, like, no one's taking this area and holding it. Like, you have to be holding this area here because you stop all of this. Like, in doing that means they have to special this area first. Like, this is basics. FLC talked about this in the past. Like, this is the one spot on the stage you have to worry about. Like, you have to worry about the zone. But, like, what they're letting them do... I'm gonna shift over to yellow. This is gonna get messy color-wise. Like, what they're letting the enemy team do is they're letting them take all of their force. And instead of their force having to get stopped here, they're letting them just direct all of their force all the way over to here and letting them die. Like, back in 2, this was one of my favorite stages to play because everyone knew you held up here. Like, everyone knew that you held up here, and then what you had to do is you had to use missiles to clear out, like, this area over here. And you get them back in the zone, and then you use specials to further, like, force them back to over here. And, like, these specials over here, like, you use specials to force them back to over here, and then you get into a special trade. Because now they have to burn their specials to get back into mid, and now you have a fight, like, in mid over here. Like, we're skipping all of that to just have a fight in mid. Like, this isn't playing faster for the good. This is playing slower and letting the enemy team accelerate. And it's working for reasons literally beyond me. Like, For all I know, this is some magic that's only unlocked at top level, and like my puny D2 brain can't comprehend. But I've done a lot of analysis back in 2, and I've done analysis in 3. Obviously, how I look at the game has changed. It's changed a lot. But we're going back in positions the further in time we go. I don't understand. Like, Sam just explodes. And I just want to point out, if you had anyone up here now who could fight, you have a 2v3. Or like you have an honest 3v3. Like, realistically, you're going to trade out the 2 pens, because their forces are just going to happen. Like, if it happens, it happens. If they don't hit, they don't hit. I'm just going to ignore them. Like, I'm just going to imagine we live in a world where the Stamper's alive. You get Stamper up here, you get Bursty up here, and now you just trade. Like, literally the win condition for FTWin here is they just need to trade. Like, if Sam went forward, the win condition is for you to get 1 kill. Like, for each player to get 1 kill, and you win the game. And, like, suddenly we have the second win of the day. And for all we know, that's all that we need. Like, for all we know, they just need a hint of momentum, and they're going to accelerate that. And for all we know, that's how FTWin wins the tourney. But, like, in this action here, we back up. We back up from here. The one area you have to hold, Tazan. And we just let the dog walk us. Like, I'm going to say something which is going to sound insane, but I really don't care because this is all I can think of. I have to wonder sometimes if top level has a shame kink because they want to throw games like this, and then they know they're going to get dogged on by all of the scene. You know how to avoid this. I know how to avoid this. I'm fairly sure the random D5 you can find on the street knows this. The team who just won a low-link probably knows this. Like, I don't understand. Like, you can't do gameplay like this. You can't and then say the gap is insane. The gap isn't insane. You have to go forward and be willing to fight and risk dying. It's just insane. Like, the reason people get pissed, like, were annoyed on social media, from like the spectator's point of view, was we were seeing this. You can see this live. Like, I don't have to be sitting here looking at overhead to say how this is wrong. You can literally just tell. Like, I'm gonna back up and I just want to look at Sam's point of view. Because I'm just gonna look at their point of view. And you can just tell it's wrong. Like, they just swim to the left side. Going to the left side makes no sense here. You're like, oh no, the horror, okay, whatever. Let me back up to the pen's point of view from here. Like, you can see the pen. Go off to the... Like, what? Pen was in mid, why did you leave? What? Why did you leave, my friend? There's zero reason for you to leave. Like, you literally see Pen take themselves out of the action. They limit themselves to where they can only paint the zone, and they can paint a fraction of their plat. This is why we were getting annoyed. Like, sure, they step up, but again, you're not putting any force forward. You're waiting for the enemy team to come into you. And like, if you're waiting for someone to come into you, it requires you to play perfect. Like, this is why PS Play is how we do. PS Play is how we do because we're saying, okay, we're going to push you 20 times, and we're going to push you as fast as humanly possible. Which is great. We love doing that. The reason we do that is you have to perfectly defend each and every one of those fights. Because if you don't, you're going to let us in, and we're going to take space. If you want to play defensive, that's fine. You need tools to make it so you don't need to play perfect, or you need to be perfect players. And I'll give you a hint. I have not met or seen a perfect player. And if we did, we would accuse them of having aimbot. Like, that's just how insane you have to be. And I've not seen something like that. I've not heard of something like that. I've heard of some really, really good mechanical players, but not gods. And then, like, I want to point out some stuff with Cooler, just because, like, you're giving away your information here. Because honestly, I think, like, I'm just looking at this. I'm going to back up a touch. Like, I think this Cooler is actively harmful. Yes, you get the Cooler effect. Yes, you can go in and dive safely. I want to point out, so you know how this is the one area that that I've been reiterating is really important? Oh, hey, look, Stamper's almost in range to hit this. Why did that not mark? Okay. Oh, hey, look, Stamper's almost in range. Bucket's almost in range. If we ask our pen to just go dive, we have 3 people in range to fight here. And, like, if you force that fast enough, the pen's not going to be in the fight. Like, pen's going to be stuck over here. Shot's doing something over here. I don't know what they're doing. But if you're willing to just go faster, and I mean faster as in just hold up on your joystick when you see open space. This is the freest fight. Like, you literally have a 1v2. Yes, you can skill it, but you're taking it on your terms with your fight in mind. They aren't going to know that you're here. Or they're just going to know the bucket's there, and they're not going to know about the stamper coming in. The issue here is we throw a cooler, which sounds fine. Except now we know that everyone's here. Like, if I'm the enemy team and I see this cooler, I'm yelling and popping off in call. Because there's only two areas which they're going to push. Like, you either know they're going to be up here, which is easy to watch, and you can take a guess that there's going to be two up here, just because you can see the stamper, and, like, you should have seen the bucket earlier. And then you have to watch this left side. And, like, Decap's coming in here. Decap's making sure that this left side's watched. And, like, okay, I'm going to let this play out a touch. You see Biscuit jump over, so you know there's 3 people over here. So, like, if I'm the enemy team, I'm popping off because I know that 3 of them are up here. And that's great. Because if I know all 3 of them are going to be up there, I'm just going to ask my bucket, hey, can you go under this ledge? I'm going to ask my shot, hey, can you go under this ledge? I'm going to ask my decaf, hey, can you go under this ledge? And, like, yes, they have bucket. Yes, they have specials that they can use to force them off the ledge. You have to spend that time on a ledge instead of zone. And I'm just looking up over here. I'm just assuming this is going to trade out. Like, in this case, I don't think it does, but that's just the assumption. No, it's worse than trading out, actually. Also, I want to point something out, because the bucket was actually sitting here earlier, and then they back up. Like, you can take this area for free. You don't need to expose your position with this cooler over here. Like, they do it anyways, and the enemy team backs up. Like, if you throw your cooler, I'm gonna clean this up real quick. Let me... Oh, perfect, there's a silver. Like, if you put your cooler right here, because that's what I would advocate for you to do. Anywhere in the most important area on the stage for retake, that entire area, you can get cooler. If you throw it there, and you just have everyone come in, just ask everyone, okay, just go here. Everyone gets cooler. Everyone can force a fight. You see there's 2 people on the right side. They're in a stupid spot. You literally just round this corner with your slayers. You ask your pen to watch forward, and the shot's dead. Like, in one play, changing your... Like, in one play, if you change when you use cooler and where you use cooler, and ask your teammates, hey, can we force first space as soon as we see it's safe? And I don't mean safe as in, oh, it's perfectly safe. I mean safe as in, it's safe enough I'm not going to instantly explode. Because you do that, and suddenly the entire enemy team except the decav wipes. Like, you just have to worry about this decav in a bubble, which, that's fine. If you have to deal with that, that is so easy, because all you're going to do, because, like, the stamper over here couldn't really do anything. Like, there wasn't anything special for them to do. You just ask them, hey, can you sit over here, and just watch this entire area. And it makes their life easier, because all that you're realistically asking them to do is keep an eye on this sightline and this sightline. And if they see movement, go fight them. Or if you see the, like, decaf jump, call it and just go forward and fight. Like, in all of those actions, you literally simplify the game so much. Like, you simplify the game and you get zone for free. Because what ends up happening is they wait a second and they pop strike and booyah. So, like, now bucket goes over here. Now you let the decaf in. Now no one's in zone. Like, if Kyo was in zone over here, this would be acceptable. Same with Biscuit. Like, because you just let one of them in for free. You let 2 of them in for free. And now you're stuck in booyah, so your teammate's effectively dead for a second. I'm not going to say they're going to die here, because that's just disingenuous. Like, if you have 2 people up here, you literally can just go with the mindset of, okay, we're just going to trade out. Like, you're going to trade your pen for your pen, and you're going to trade your bucket for your shot. But you can get zone here. Because you're going to have your dualies coming, because your dualies should be respawning pretty soon. They can jump to KO over here, and now you just need your stamper to stall a fight. The issue is just they take a second. And I also want to point out, oh, hey, look, they got their booyah off. What did it cost? Oh, it costed my bucket. It costed us having, the entirety of zone. It costed, like, having information of where 2 of us are. It costed a pace, because now they're over here. Now your pen has a sightline. Like, the enemy pen has a sightline to here. And now your shot can come up through here. Like, in popping that booyah, not taking the advantage when you have it, you literally threw the game. Oh god, here's another fuck ass crab. Oh, these crabs. Can we just remove crab from the game? I think it'd make the scene better. Like, remove crab and cooler, and I think the scene gets better. Because, look, I get the idea of this crab. You want to open up this area for your teammates. And, like, it lets you, for free, contest. Holy, my throat is dying. Like, it lets you, for pretty much free, contest this entire area with crab. I get the idea, especially because this is where you need a retake. And you can paint the zone to, like, up to here, I think. The issue with this crab, no one can play off of it. Like, you're popping this crab to free this up, but no one's actually doing anything here. I am drinking water out of my jar. I'm going to be grabbing some water after this game. Trust me, I know how to take care of myself and my voice. I've not been shot calling for 3 years for nothing. But this crab, realistically, if you want to wait and do a safer play, this crab makes 0 sense. Because this crab isn't in line with your Slayers. Like, your Slayers just died. Like, if you want to play support dually, fine. I will look at you like you're silly, but fine. But your 2 front ones just died. Nothing can get into zone here. And your crab doesn't actually stop them or do anything for zone. Like, this is the sightline you get with your crab, which is great. You can even clear over here and deal with them over here. That's fine. But, like, something I like asking when I do coaching with anyone, especially low level, what wins the game? The answer is objective. This funny little thing over here wins you the game, which is great. This is all you need to focus on. Like, you just need to focus on having this lower than the enemy team by any means possible. Okay, I take that back. I shouldn't say any means possible because I'm not encouraging people to go DDoS people, but like that's besides the point. I've not heard of anyone doing that, but you never know. Like you just have to worry about zone. This crab doesn't actually do anything for zone. Like what I think you could do, which would make a lot more sense, is get your bucket up to here, and you just make sure this area is cleared. Like you can just throw a bomb and clear this. You then ask your stamper and bucket to go into here. You can ask Pen to do kind of whatever. If I were to take a guess, and probably what I would ask for is like get your pen over here. Here, let me clear this real quick and use a different color. Like you want to ask like your 2 mid lines to go like somewhere over here and do something to get into zone. Like you're asking them to do something to help in a fight, which is fine. Then what you're asking is your pen to stand here and do something to paint zone, which is great. Like this is what you want them to do. If you wait a second, actually hold on, let me just clear this and keep it on blue. Like if you do that, you can get your crab up here. And getting your crab up here gets a lot more value because like you clear every sight line. Because like right now your pen is currently painting. Your pen's not going to do anything. Like if you get your pen over here, pen can't do anything but paint, which is fine. Like that's what you're asking them to do. You keep almost the entirety of zone, and if your crab's here, I believe if the end of your crab reaches to over here. And I'm just going to do something funny. I'm going to swap over to pink. I'm just going to draw the circle of zone real quick. And I just want to compare that to the sightline over here. Oh wait, this crab gives zone for free. Wait, yeah, like that's helpful. Like you want that crab. I didn't add enough sarcasm into that. Like that's why you'd be popping crab here. Crab gives you the zone for free. Like if you pop crab up here, it gives you a lot more that you can do with it and work with it. But you're popping crab here. Like this crab over here doesn't do anything. And the funny thing is what I was talking about earlier. When you put force out, people are going to be putting force back. Like you're going to be putting all this force onto this area. Like you're putting Hydra Fire onto this area for 8 seconds. Which is great, that's what you want. The issue is they're going to be putting the same amount of force as Hydra Fire back onto this area. So like I'm just going to be using blue. I'm just going to be saying like blue is their color. I'm just going to use yellow and say this is the enemy team's color. Like this crab comes over here. And great, this area is going to be all in your control. Which is great, that's what you want. And then you're going to get teammates coming in, which is going to be great. The issue is, by the time your teammates respawn, they're going to put the exact same amount of force over here and take the area back. Like, this area won't actually be yours anymore. Like, popping crab early almost guarantees that you lose the game because they're just going to apply more force. And, like, I want to point out something really funny, like, just as I was saying. I do not want to do anything in settings. Like, this entire area, which you had covered in Hydra Fire, the enemy team is now putting an equal amount of force back onto you. And like you're just letting them do that. Like in popping this crab early, you sentence anyone who's trying to take this later to death. Like I don't know what this shot is doing in Narnia. Like I know shot wants Zuka, but they're playing so defensive. Like you put shot over here, or like no, you put pen over here, and suddenly this entire sightline dies because this is how you want to return that fire back from crab. Now you put your bucket and you get your shot up here, and suddenly this entire area is dying. Like you relieve the pressure from crab by popping it too early. Like if you notice, this entire area, which was meant to be opened up by crab, isn't open. It's actually contested, if not the enemy teams. And now you have to make a miracle happen. But now you don't have the specials which you want. Like you're getting specials here, yeah, that's fine. But I want to point out the same thing. No one's actually pushing in for zone. Like the only paint I have seen come from zone has already been these strikes here and this booyah here. And like I think that's an issue because you can paint over these two specials easily. Like you're having a contest of can we paint with specials? Use specials. Like you can drop into here first. Like if you drop into here, pop Booyah over here, you use Booyah and it just takes this entire area offline. Cool, you fight it. You fight, you cap zones. Let's just assume KO stays alive here, and you get strikes. Like in this case, you literally just get everyone up here, and now you have 3 strikes, which you can use to clear up here. Now you don't need to worry about this area for 3 seconds. Like, if you just wait and you're trying to cap zone like this, it's not going to do anything to help you cap. And, like, if you notice, that's exactly what happens. Like, first he has to come in all the way over here, because this area wasn't cleared. And now you're kind of, like, hoping that Pen from here, who has a really limited angle, mind you. Like, this Pen has such a limited angle here. And yes, they can walk forward, they can do all these things, but you put yourself more at risk. If you're playing risk averse, that's fine. I know how to play around that. Like, this is all the force you're hoping for. Like, realistically, this Pen should die to Bursty, because they shouldn't know where they're coming from. But all that the enemy team has to do is sit, like, right here, and you just paint the square. And congrats, you lost the game. And if I remember, that is exactly what happens. Like, the longer you want to take, the more force you have to apply later. Okay. I'm going to take a small break for a second to go grab some water. And then we'll be going over some of the games from Moonlight. And I think Moonlight will be fun because I actually like their comp. Like, their comp's really fun. I do enjoy what their comp wants to do. What I don't like about their comp, though, is I find that they play it really, really slow. And obviously that's not my tastes, but whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna go get water before I sit here talking about them for the next 2 hours. Okay. You'll have to give me a second. I am taking a split second to look at some stuff that was happening while I was doing this review. Because I want to make sure no one needs me. Then I'm just going to add a second notification in my Blue Sky post. But yeah, to the people who are watching stream, what do you think so far? Because, you know, I'm only a puny D2. My brain is not big enough to understand anything. So I'm really unable to give my perspective. Okay, Tommy, I expect you to, considering we're teammates. If you don't agree with me, I'm concerned. Okay, let me check one thing real quick. Okay. I can put that back. Yeah, Mojo, if you need to, because like there's supposed to be a gap of like because apparently D2 is still mid level, which I think it's high, but whatever. That's just personal opinion and semantics. But like, there's a gap of that to high level, and then there's a gap from high level to top level. Like I'm 2 gaps away from top level. I shouldn't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm gonna go start grilling Moonlight now. You know what? I'm gonna skip over this game. Because actually, nah. I'll look at this real quick, just to... I was debating skipping it because I don't like museum games, and museum retake is weird. Oh, no, you're fine. Oh, yeah, you're right, Tommy. My bad. Please tell me I'm not about to have a bloody nose right now. That would be miserable. Where is my OBS? I'll just amp up my voice to 5 decibels. Because that should work. Yeah, at least I hope it will. Oh, okay. Apparently you have to do it through this. That's fine. Okay, my voice should be better because it's amped to 5 instead of just 3. Anyways, yeah, Tormy, imagine living in a city that's a mile high. I could never. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Thank you for letting me know again. Mic stuff is not my strength. The answer that I've always had if people are quiet is I'm just gonna go grab an extension and boost them because I just don't care enough. I don't care enough to ask. Anyways, these are gonna be new games, so I just want to watch this and I'll look back at plays and just... Oh god. Oh. Okay, I think I understand why they lose this game. Yeah, no, I understand why they lose this game already. That's not a good sign. Okay, so this is gonna take a second to look at what's going on here. So I want to point out 2 things. So the way that I see their comp is, oh, I need my pen back. Hooray! Let me work with Pink for now. Pink sounds fun. Like the main thing that I've seen for their comp is it relies on these 2. And how I've seen a lot of people talk about it is they're wanting to use HP to get in. Because like you have HP in this thing's bubble, you have HP in this having a shield, you have HP in this thing having a wall. Which is great, that's what you want. Like that's what this kind of comp wants, and I honestly kind of like HP comps. The issue is I think that the comp heavily relies on these 2 being in opposite spots. Here, let me back up to the start of this game so I can get a good pause frame of an uninterrupted mid. Like the way that I've always seen the comp is you want to have them on 2 opposite sides. Because if you have like this is a good enough 96 spot. Like if you have 96 going there, and you have 96 launching, or tent launching shield here, like suddenly you make it really hard for the enemy team to move. Because if they want to go drop a left side here, because a lot of people like dropping left, you have to deal with this wall. If you want to drop right side, which is typically the easiest side, you have to deal with this massive tent shield just approaching you. And if you don't have the right comps to shred it, it doesn't matter what you're going to do. And the funny thing is they really only have one good tool at shredding. And even then, Stamper's actually very slow at shredding. Like, Stamper's faster than most weapons, but Stamper's not that fast. The reason I bring that up, and the reason I was going on that massive rant and explanation is you have both of them over here. So what you're going to have is, okay, 10's going to drop here, and you're going to launch shield, which is great. Like, hold up, let me clean this up real quick. Like, you have both of them over here on the stop, and like, cool, 10's going to drop here, 10's going to launch shield here. That's fine, that's whatever. I find that short slow, but that's because I'm a 10-1 trick, and I'm fucking weird. But cool. The issue is the enemy team should just wrap around. Like, there is zero reason for them to entertain your 10 shield. Which is typically why you want the 96 over here, for example. Because now if they do that, they have to deal with a little wall that's sitting here. And if they try to wrap around, 96 has this angle, and you can't shoot back. Like, to shoot at 96, you have to actually go over here. And, like, if you want Omega to flank, that's fine. You have Omega go here, and suddenly, like, this entire area isn't a threat. You have your tent go here, you have your tent launch shield here. And, like, that literally clears almost everything. Like, the only areas where the enemy team can safely move... No, they actually don't have a spot to safely move. Like, the only spots where the enemy team is going to be realistically safe is if they're over here, or if they're over here. And if they're all the way, like, in Narnia, effectively, you're doing something right. Especially because, like, let me clear this real quick. Because this is roughly the safe area, this is roughly the safe area. Cool, great. That's really nice. I'm just gonna put a tiny wall, like, right here, and suddenly this entire area is just gonna explode. And I'm just gonna launch a funny little tent shield, like, you know, right, just right here, just as one does. And suddenly, in 2 actions, you have cleaned the entirety of mid. Obviously, that's how it works in an ideal world, and we live in anything but. This is literally the game of chaos. But that's still what you want to fish for. Because, like, what they end up doing is they put both of their walling weapons all the way over here. And like 10 seconds in that game, you can be in mid. Like, having your tent and your 96, which again are what your comp is based around. You're having both of them go all the way over here, and they're not doing anything. Like, yes, they can be over here, but this is not affecting zone right now. Like, the enemy team can literally go in and shoot you first. Like, obviously, I know this is different, and I have my own way of playing the game and viewing the game. Like, what I would be asking and trying to do is, hey, can we get pen up here? We're just going to shoot over here. And then you got Stamper, who's sitting right here, to just go in and kill. Because the worst case scenario, you're going to shred the tent shield, and they just have to use their wall to get out. And also the funny thing, you know how Omega flanked? They're just going to get fucking beamed, because there's zero support in mid. Like, the entire idea of putting a flank over here is, okay, we're going to draw attention over here. Because if we do that, you can't safely move, because I can, like, in a burst option, I can cover all the way over to here. Just by sitting here. Which is great, that's what you're fishing for. Like, okay, this entire area is going to be contested by one person. Which is great, that's what you want. I know I just repeated myself, I wanted to make a better line, and that's how my brain works. But, like, in contesting this area, you need force to come in from over here. The issue is there's none of that force. And if there's none of that force, what's going to happen is suddenly the force switch is supposed to go over here and intercept this dually. That dually is just going to run you over. Like, in not having any support coming through mid, you leave your flank in a spot where they can easily die. And, like, again, if your goal is to sacrifice someone for a play, do it. The issue is there's this notion of dying is always bad. But if dying is always bad, we can't let our top players do stuff like this, which is literally asking to die or jump out. Like, you can't have both. I'm fine if it's one or the other, and I'm fine if we have an in-depth conversation, but we it has to be open-ended. We can't just be like, yeah, dying is always bad. Something has to change in that trio. Anyways, I'm gonna let this play out. Like, what's probably gonna happen? I haven't even watched what happens past mid. Omega's gonna die. Let's go with Ideal World. They trade out dualies, which is fine. But now you have all of your HP coming from over here. So Pen's just gonna move up to here real quick. This entire side gets shredded. And I have a hunch the brush is gonna double back, kill both of them. Now you just have Pen watch forward, and now you just get people on a plat. That's what I have a hunch is gonna happen, and I haven't even watched this. Yep, Omega died. Oh hey, look, the brush is almost doubling back. Dualies just forces in. Suddenly your wall player dies, and now you're stuck on shield. Except there's one person looking at shield, 2 people looking at shield, 3 people looking at shield, 4 people looking at shield. As a Tent player, let me say this: Tent is already good in a 1v2. Tent is downright broken in a 1v1. Tent is actually all right in a 1v3. Tent loses in a 1v4, and that's what's set up. And yes, Basil can use this as a sacrifice, but like, realistically, what's going to happen is you're going to trade Shadow. Let's say that you take out the biggest threat. I'm honestly going to say that's Dualies, because their Dualies kind of just willing to force in and fight. And let's even go Ideal World. You get 2 of them here. In this time span that you get 2 Pens just going to shoot you. So like in this play taking so long, you just have 2 people alive. Like you leave their Pen and brush alive. Yeah, like Shadow does actually do really well in Song here. Damn, that was so close to a one-shot. I know that weapon's frame data. Like let's go Ideal World. Like let's say they survive a little longer and they take out this dually, right? The issue is Pen's already almost on plat. Like this Pen is not afraid to get their hands dirty. Like yeah, no, this is perfect because I want to actually point out the difference of the first game that we saw. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I just looked over at chat and was laughing at Torment saying dually initiated. Wait, I want to find out. Because when we were watching FTWin versus Utopia, I think it was Utopia. I don't know the JFP team names. I stopped caring. Even if they're translated English, I stopped caring. Like, you have Pen who's trying to go in. You have Brush who's pretty much guaranteed to get in now. You have Stamper who's looking to get in. And you have your dualies who can jump in. Like, this dually is aggressive. If they don't jump, I'm shocked. And like, cool, you get the Brush in. And a Brush just kind of goes and shreds Omega. Like, you can just do this, and now your Stamper's getting in. Like, let me clear this real quick. Yeah, and now you have 2 people on plat. And I have a hunch. Yep, this is perfect. Like, because I'm pointing out, because this is where Kyoto said they were going to shark. And they don't. Like, they don't shark in this case. And what's probably going to happen is they're going to just gun for it. Also, look at this. You have 3 people on plat. My heroes. Like, you just have 3 people going to plat here. This is great. This is what I want to see. Because now you have someone going to top right, and they're going to look utterly foolish. Because you can just turn and put all 3 people's force onto your 2 HP weapons. Which on paper sounds stupid, but wall takes a second to get up. If shield takes a second to get up, like if this brush and dually just say fuck this and just go to the sides, you're gonna die. And then like Pen's going back here to Narnia. Like I don't like this Pen going back. Actually, no, Pen's swimming in. I expect it. Like I'm gonna point out, what are you doing, Shadow? Sorry, the 10th player in me is dying. Like right here, they literally put 3 people's worth of force onto this 96. No, okay, I stand corrected. They put 3 people's worth of force onto that 10, which is stupid. You shouldn't give 10. You shouldn't give 10 attention. Period. Like, also sorry, but use this to dispel the notion of like JP are gods, because like no. If you focus the 10 who has a shield like this in the corner with a 96 standing right here, you're not gods. You're mortal. There's no insane gap because they messed up hard, and like they jump out. Is that a crab I see? It is a crab I see. When is this crab popped? Actually, I didn't see when this crab was popped. I need to see the Sweet's position. Yeah, like I actually want to find out something with this crab, because I want to use this in contrast to Bursties. Because this crab was popped here. I like this crab a lot, because this crab goes from here to here. Like, the only area that's kind of iffy is, like, up here, which is going to be hidden by the score, because, like, I want to say Pen's up here? Yeah, Pen's up there. Like, in doing this, like, literally the only play that was, the only reason this play doesn't work out is because they focused the wrong area. Like, if they focus the 96, because that's going to be the weak link, that's great. Like, I actually didn't realize crab was in play. This would have been my play if I were in their shoes. Get Russian Stamper to force over here. You get crab to roll over here. Because a fun fact about crab versus Tent Shield, if crab touches Tent Shield, it just explodes. And I love it. Like, if you can just make the shield explode as the enemy team, like, suddenly this thing loses half of its life. But here, actually, let me explain something of how I see Tent. So Tent Shield is effectively an extra life. Like, anyone can use that life. Typically, it's the Tent player, but anyone can use that life. I wanted to hit undo. Oh well. I'm getting used to this thing. Like, Tent Shield adds an extra life. If you're trading a crab for this extra life, in 96 dies here, you just have to deal with the shotgun and you have to deal with the pen. Like, this was literally just bad target selection. Because, like, right here, this crab is, like, instead of doing anything helpful, this crab is just actually putting standard fire on it. This 96 is a lot weaker. You know people are going to come in from over here. Like, that's why I prefer crab doing that. Like, you can do that just for free. They focus 10, which is fine. The issue now is crab still has, like, 2 or 3 seconds left. And crab kind of has to back up to, like, over here to be safe, because it can get some fire up to here. I know some over here and some over here on this side one. The issue is it's not doing much. Why did the stamper drop? No. Why did you drop? Sir, why did you drop? If Stamper just went up here, this entire fight becomes so much easier. Wait, yeah, why did Stamper drop? If Stamper shreds tension, I'm going to have a fucking aneurysm. This was a lot better, don't get me wrong, but it's not perfect. I'm so sad, this looks so clean at the start. Why are you here? What? Why? You should never be back here. Like, literally, I think if Stamper's here, Pen's here, X-Men wants the sightline, you have crab over here. This crab has, like, this duel's proven they want to fight. Like, they just go in and sack themselves. You get Pen to this angle, Pen hits a shot, and they die. Like, this side's over here, 96 comes in slowly. You have, like, this entire left side's weak, because you're supposed to have Pen looking over here, which is fine. But, like, if you have Stamper over here, Stamper makes sure this entire left side isn't clear. And if Omega goes to the right side, you have Stamper go through here, and you have Stamper flanking. Like, if Stamper stays up here, like, even if the Shark, because this is where you'd actually want a Shark. Like, if this was the game state and kills Sharks, I would have been happy. Because, like, let's say Omega goes over here, right? Let me actually I'm just gonna make a dot over here. Like, because effectively that was such a bad one. Like, if Omega goes to the right side, you have the entire enemy team confined into this tiny box. Pen goes here, like, Spinner has to change a touch, because Spinner isn't quite in mid. But if Spinner's in mid, Pen gets a sightline like this. So the only way that the enemy team can get out is if they go through this line. Which is fine. Because you know what covers that line? This person. Oh wait, I wanted pink, not blue. Oops. Like, the person over here, who's just sitting here, should be up here. Because if you do that, Omega goes over there, they're confined. Now you have Stamper coming in. Now you have Duel going in. Now you have your Pen coming in. And this is how you win a 3v4. Okay, Tormy, I'm reading chat. That's depressing. That's saddening. Oh, I didn't mean to tap that. Oops. Like, I'm just watching this play out. Like, Omega doesn't do it, but look at the brawl that happens over here. Like, there's such an insane brawl. Basil's not going to hit a shot, just because, like, that's not what Pen can really do. If they do, it's going to be hitting the Stamper, who, mind you, the Stamper should be already over here fighting, but like, in this single play, the duels by themselves kills Tent, which is huge. Also, I want to bring up the same thing that I talked about in the past, or that I talked about earlier. You want your 96 over here, so you can wall, and then you want your shield coming through here. That's just hyperbolic. You can do it reverse. Like, you can get 96 here, and then you get your 10 shield going through here. Either way, they need to be on opposite sides of the map. Because that actually gives you a lot of things to work with. You put your 96 and 10 together. Like, is this some weird team exercise that I don't know about? Like, are you doing a 3-legged run? Because if it's a 3-legged run, I'm impressed. Teach me how to do that for practice. I actually want to do that. That'd be really good. That'd be really good at teaching people pairs, and that'd be really good at teaching people to call out. The issue is I don't think that's what that is. And, like, what happens is they end up zipping in. Basil has to jump. And now suddenly you're trapped. Because Dewey's here, Brush is here, Pen's here, and then you have Zipcaster who can kind of just go in wherever. Like, you literally put yourself in a box of your own design. Because, like, if you drop over here, that's fine. But, like, realistically, you're not going to get over here. Because this is some of the box. Like, you have to rely on this Kraken. So, like, Nolan right now is the only person who's actually safe, right? Because they're in Kraken. Kraken's invincible. I have even worse news. Because you have Stanford who's over here, who can watch that angle. You have Julius who can watch this angle. Oh, and you have the Pen who can shoot them. Like, you've just boxed yourself in because you put all of your force in one area. So, like, right now you're relying on Kraken getting in. And, like, Kraken gets us right now. This is good. The issue that I'm going to have a hunch on. Why are you going your Shadow? Sorry, the 10th player in me is dying. The issue that I'm going to bet on is the entirety of Moonlight goes through here. And if you do that, that's the wrong play. Because right now, you know that there's going to be a lot of force on Pi. You don't know where they are. You just know there's going to be force here. Because Brush is here, Stamper's here, you can guess there's going to be a jump somewhere here, or like the Dualies are somewhere sharking. So this area isn't free. But if you flank, it is. Like, if you flank, you can get zone for free. Like, no one can help paint, no one can help fight. You can do all of it. But if there's not a flank, this push just fails. Please tell me Omega flanks. Okay, Omega does flank. The issue that you actually run into is you're stuck with a Pen. And Pen can be useful, don't get me wrong. I don't like Pen because of moments like this. Because right here you need something which can force forward and dislodge your Plat. Because I have a hunch what's going to happen is no one's going to die because there's two people on them. Like, saying live, this one is an actual miracle. And then Omega flanks. The issue is you have two people who are thirsty for blood now. Because they're just going to turn around and shoot you. And like, this would actually be freed if this was something different or Basil wins the fight. Because if they die here, you get Pen all the way up to here. Pen gets this sightline, which is great. You can shoot anything on mid. And suddenly this flank develops perfectly. The issue is it's just so slow to develop. Oh, Omega goes left. I wish y'all could see my face right now. What the fuck was that? You drop here when you know that they're in mid because they just killed your teammate. You're taking the most obvious line. If you full commit to a flank at least, it opens up the rest of this. Like, hold up, let me show this. Like, if Omega just went through here, this is great. Because they can start painting zone and they start threatening this area. Which is fine. You're going to get the enemy team to come back onto you. And that's fine, because this is an area that's not comfortable to live in, but not hard. And you can paint. Like, from here, you can almost half cap with decav. Shadow could now go in through here and paint shield, in paint zone. Because as long as they're aware of the Dewey, like, they can shoot it here and step in front of shield. Because now Dewey, like, if Dewey tries to come from behind, it's not going to do anything. And if Dewey tries to go up front, you can watch it react, step back, and that bomb's useless. Because, like, if you do that, Omega can stand here, paint, like, this section of zone. And then you get Shadow in, who doesn't need to worry about Dewey for a second. So Shadow can stand here. And Shadow can, from here, paint this. And, like, as long as everything happens, you can cap zone for free. I'm not going to say that Bamboo is better than Pen, but there's a reason PS runs Bamboo. But yeah, like, that's literally... Shadow, that was... Sorry, I'm throwing shade just as a fellow 10 player. This is what we consider the best tent in the West? At least from what I've heard from some people. I don't think I'm that good about tent. I still have a lot of areas that I need to improve on. And I won't deny that Shadow has better mechanics than me. Or probably it's better mechanics than me. I don't want this to be the rep that tent gets. I'm sorry, this is making me sad. And obviously it's one game on a stage that it's really hard to retake on. And it also kind of just fights what Moonlight wants to do. But still, is this the rep that we have? Is this why there's no tents in top level? Sorry, I'm throwing shit at the Shadow, but I don't care. Anyways, I actually want to talk about some stuff for, like, how I want to see them play this, because, like, I just did it for the last one, and I actually want to do it the same here. Because, again, I really do actually like Moonlight's comp. Like, Moonlight's comp is really fun to me. Like, obviously, this is my personal taste, so keep that in mind. I would trade this for, like, a Bamboo or something. That or I'd trade it for, like, Ballpoint. Because if you trade Pen for Ballpoint, I like that a lot. Actually, if you tried out with the new Rapid, I actually like that a lot as well. Because new Rapid damage pairs with Tent, Decav. I guess it doesn't damage pair with 96, but it leaves someone on. Oh, thank you, Terminatus. This is a great time. Great way to disturb my thoughts. But it leaves someone on 3 HP. Like, the only thing it doesn't 100% damage pair with is this. But if someone takes 3 damage, which is a really likely source, the MPU Bamboo player back in 2, it's really not that hard for to get 3 damage on someone. Oops, I'm trying to fix my music. There we go. Sorry about that. It's really not that hard to damage with it. But sorry, that's me being a comp nerd. Like, what I'd actually want to see from them here is probably getting 96 somewhere up here. Just because you can cover that super easily, and you get Tent over here and Tent's line over here. Because you're using HP to force. And in doing this, you pretty much can find the enemy team to this box. Because if there's anything over here, you just get your G-Cav to just go and kill them. But yeah, that's besides the point. I can actually look at the game. Ooh, this is gonna be a bloodbath. No, it's not. Okay, they didn't full commit. Actually, I want to point something out because I like this a lot more. You have Nolan and Shadow on opposite sides, and this is a really good. The biggest issue I actually have is Basil's playing for Cooler right now. Oh, okay, Almajo. That's a scary thought. But from here, Shadow and Nolan are controlling pretty much everything. Nolan controls pretty much this entire sight line. Shadow's gonna go all the way over to here. Omega can come in wherever and just kind of help where needed. The issue is there's you don't have your fourth right now. If Basil was here, if they were wanting to fight first, this would be really good because they could step in and help Nolan. Because what you could do is have Omega take this line in. Because if you take that line, you suddenly have a decav over here, which is terrifying. And you have Pen doubling up on this angle. So this entire I'm gonna clean up this line. You'd effectively have Pen and 96 watching this entire angle, so the right side just isn't safe. You have Tent going left side. This dude should just die. And then you'll have Omega who can come in through here, and you have Shadow who can keep going forward. And suddenly you've cleared the entirety of mid. Anyways, I'm gonna let this play out because I want to see what happens. Don't go back for the doors doing nothing. Ah! Sorry, I'm crying inside. Because right here you could just keep going forward. No one's already covering this angle. This dude's not gonna do anything. Because if you just say, okay, we're just gonna go full commit, because both of them doubled back. If Omega just goes forward, this thing dies. No one can run the corner. You kill the brush, and now you just need to worry about the Pen and the dualies. And I'm just gonna say this because this is the position you're in. You have a Pen who's doing nothing right now. Get them to shoot the dualies, and you suddenly have you have this thing, and you have this thing, and you have this thing, all looking at the tent. Or not at the tent, at the Pen. The Pen's just gonna explode. The issue that happens here is there's an overfocus on dualies. Because you can go forward here, you just flat out kill this thing here. Your shield's here, you just kill the Stamper. Brush can't do anything. You kill the Brush right after. Pen has to either back up or die. And if it backs up, you can just ask your decav to go chase them. Because realistically, you catch them around here. So in that play, you kill 3 things by just keeping forward. And then you just eventually have to go back and kill them. What happens is you sacrifice everything to go back over here. This is effectively the sightline you give yourself. So you just have Nolan who's watching this side. The issue, there's a Stamper, there's a Brush, and there's a Pen. They're all going to shoot at this wall. Or what I'm gonna bet's gonna, or what I want to bet is gonna happen is a Brush forces one of these sides, so Nolan's just out of commission. Just because they have to be focusing on that instead. And Stamper should just go through here and kill things. In going back, you give up all forward force and you just beg the enemy team to kill you. Why are you run? I am going to lose my mind. What the fuck? What? Never in all my days did I expect to see a play like this happen. Period. I I there are not enough words in the English dialect right now that I could use to say how stupid this is and how I feel all in one sentence. I'm gonna let this play out. I hope they lose this game. Wait, no, they do lose this game. They deserve to lose that game out that play. Also, I'm gonna point something out. You know how Shadow was wanting to go here earlier? Hey, look at that. They double back, and now all the space in mid's gone. So now you're asking to live a fucking 1v3 as a tent. And mind you, you're surrounded as a tent. That's not a 1v3 you win. But I guess I was at least accurate on my prediction that Basil and Nolan are just gonna hold an angle together. I wasn't wrong on that. If nothing else, I was right on that assessment. And we back up for... Huh? Why do we back up there? So many things have just gone wrong. Literally at this point, if I were in Moonlight's shoes, I would just go run at people. Like, I'm so irritated right now, I cannot mark things right. I would just say, oh, there's something here. Let's just kill them. Oh, there's a rush behind. Let's just kill them. Oh, the dude is behind. Just go kill them. Kill something, please. You have to do something. You have to kill something. Look, at this point, there's just going to be so much pressure, they're going to wipe. Because you have all of this going on. Like, you are literally trapped, and then the pen is just sitting and just having a sip of beer in the corner. I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, I guess in this case they don't... No, they effectively wipe. Like, no one just kind of gets... Okay. What the fuck? I'm sorry, the fact that this happened is such a miracle. And I think I know exactly how this happened, because I think the JP team was just seeing this happen and was too busy laughing to actually hit their shots. Because Basil jumps, they're effectively dead. 96 has to pull off the aim of the century. And then Brush has to pull off the whiff of the century. And then, like, Shadow's just gonna win a fucking 1v2, because why not? What are you rezuking? No, Shadow, you're not escaping that. I'm too proud of a 10 player to just let you escape that. What? You can see the Stamper going left. What? Are you afraid about our jump? I don't know what the Zook is for. Are you zooking ghosts? Have you seen the fucking Ghost of Christmas Past? I don't know. Is it the fucking Doctor Who anime that, like, the second you stop looking at them, you just stop seeing them and stop remembering them? I don't know. I, sorry to anyone who's watching this later. I am flabbergasted. Like, you end up getting the kill. Like, there was zero reason to Zuka here. You could just shoot them. Just shoot them normally. The fact that Moonlight is coming out ahead in this engagement makes me want to retire. Literally, I want to retire from seeing that play. Like, I'm sorry, VS, I will leave. What the fuck? And then, like, the Zook is not doing anything. Okay, I actually want to point out, because this is a really good play. This is a little different, because I was wanting Tent to come from here. But they're in a good, they have a good play to actually not need to. You can watch Tent Shield through here, and you have no one watch here. Because suddenly, like, you can't, sure, 96 can't hit that, but 96 can hit everything there. Tent Shield pretty much, like, just because Shadow can cover this entire area, and then you just get Omega to come all the way back. Like, if they full commit in here, this should be a KO. What? What? Sorry, I looked down to read chat for a second and look up. What did I miss? No. Okay. Huh? Okay, so 96 has the chance to get up to here. And, like, literally, you can watch the entirety of of their court from here. Whatever. Why are you back here, Omega? And then I'm just going to talk about the crime that is leaving your tent shield alone. Like, you know that they're going to go on snipe because you're seeing how they're going. You're watching shield to take you through to snipe. Just go behind them. Like, if Shadow doesn't abandon the shield, this crab just dies. Brush is going to try to drop into Omega probably and just fucking explode. Bale dies. That's fine. That's whatever. Like, no one can be here. Just watch the 96. And literally, the only thing you have to be slightly worried about if you do that play is the brush. Oh. Oh. Okay, you know what? Give me 2 seconds real quick. I'm setting up some music that isn't rock. I need something to calm my nerves, because what the hell? I am in awe. Hold on, where's my playlist, which has, like, some actual calming music? What the If nothing else, I am actually very impressed. The fact that you're making me change my music by watching these games. Is this what top level is capable of? Is this what my puny brain can't comprehend? Because, like, yeah, you just kind of give up everything. Like, 96 ends up pushing over here, this is fine. Shadow's not actually doing anything, they put cracking. Like, yeah. I'm gonna be real, you just make this place so messy for no reason. Like, no one push up there, and you just make it. What is this bubble? What? Huh? 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 I am. Okay. Okay. I guess it has to. I guess the team has to be fucking blessed by Moonlight to make this magic happen. Oh. Huh. I'm so annoyed looking at this. Because if this bubble was still here, you follow shield up and you bubble here, and you can jump up to here with complete safety. I just don't understand. Wait, don't tell me the pen's jumping. Don't tell me the pen's jumping. Where's the okay, the pen's on top left. Okay. I'm just getting it's hidden. Okay. I was so worried. The pen's up here. All is right in the world. Uh, uh, okay. Everything is right in the world. I was so scared for a second. Because I didn't see where the pen spawned. Oh. But yeah, anyways, what's happening here is someone just needs to follow shield. Like, there was a shield up here. If Omega wasn't, like, stuck in bubble, Omega can just go up here and kill, can just go here and dash kill. If Shadow's up here, they just get in for free. Basil can go up to here, deal with this, and just ego fight the pen. There's so many plays, but it's just, like, no one's on a spot to do anything. Like, I'm going to say something because this is how I feel about top level watching this. I do agree. Top level is probably the best that we have in the community. Top level can execute the best. They have the best mechanics in all of the things. Like, if you're looking at mechanics in mechanics, I agree with you. Just bar none, they have it. Here's the thing about mechanics. You have to put yourself in a spot where you can use it. Because I have fought Omega. Or not Omega, I have fought fucking Shadow. They have good mechanics. They're almost never in a spot where they can actually use them. Like, you can have the best wrench in a world. If you don't have anything to tighten, it's not going to matter. Like, you need to have something which you can actually use your skills on. And that's the issue that we're running into. I forgot to do stretches at fucking midday, whatever. I'll do it after this. Like, what's gonna happen here? That should spawn around 1 HP, goddamn. Like, what's gonna happen here is Omega's not in the fight, so, like, this is my best guess. The enemy team should just dogpile. Like, you just have a 4v1 on 10 and Omega's gonna come into it. Yeah, okay. They end up taking 5, that's fine. That was a queen ass snipe. Okay, we're just stopping in mid. Like, the entirety of Plat was free, and JP just wants to stop in mid. I'm sorry. If anyone tells me that the gap between NA and JP is too large after watching these games, the temptation will be there to block them. Like, the gap is fucking minuscule. I think the only reason there isn't a gap is because JP isn't, or there is a gap is because JP is more willing to just go and fight. And I have no idea what's causing the difference. Okay, we're having, oh, I was, okay. Okay. What the fuck just happened? I am wanting to cry. You know, I'm just saying to anyone in the stream and anyone watching this later, if you hear me breaking down in tears by the end of the 4th game, you'll know why. Because, like, right here, this is fine, this is whatever. Omega, or Shadow's going up here, this is fine, this is good. No one should be going mid here, because they can patrol different spots of the stage. Like, if no one goes here, this is the angle they can cover, and then you have Tenchu coming up here, and then Omega can just go over here. And this is really good because Omega shouldn't be seen, and if they are, no one can take a step forward and shoot them. Because realistically, the only person who can shoot them here is the Stamper. And if Stamper decides they're going to shoot them, no one just takes a step forward and kills them here. Shadow just goes forward, kills the rush here, but, like, that just doesn't happen. Because, like, they kind of just both wait in mid, and Omega backs up to a spot where they literally cannot do anything. Like, Omega from here literally cannot fight. Like, being over here is fine if you're worried about this play. I actually kind of like it. Or if you're being over here because you're waiting for an opportunity to go over here, that's fine. The thing is, you have the opening to go over here right now, and you need to take it. And then they just kind of zip, and then, okay, go off, Shadow. That was a clean shot. And that jump's fine, actually. What I have a hunch is going to happen from seeing everything else is they're probably going to bunch up their 96 and 10 together, and that's going to fail them. Yep, look, I was right. Okay, there's a 96 split, that's fine. What is going on? Hold up. I'm now very confused, because I'm looking at this position, and, like, no one is on Plat. Plat is where you need to hold on this stage. Wait, where's the pen? Wait. Hold up, let me back up, actually, because I think I'm getting the fucking invisible pen name. Hold up. Okay, no, pens go in stacks. Okay, I am just having the pen's name is just invisible. They're on the enemy stack. Okay, that's why I was confused. Like, right now, looking at this position, literally there's only 2 people who can be on stack, and it's Pen and it's Stamper. Like, I literally think you just put Basil up here. Basil just straight at the pen, which is fine. This is literally what you're fishing for. Omega can come in through here and fight. No one can come in through here and fight. And suddenly this, like, the Stamper is just gonna explode. And then you just have Shadow go here, and they can just fight the brush. And, like, in doing this, you get no one here, no one can wall here, and you get, like, the entirety of mid for free. The issue is that just mid isn't forced. Like, Basil's afraid to fight the pen, they let them take stack, and no one's the only one pushing stack. But the issue is no one throws a wall here, and throwing a wall here locks you here. Like, throwing this wall is going to slow your progress down to almost 0. Like, if I'm the enemy team here, I see this wall, I will laugh. Like, if I'm the Stamper, I'm just going to laugh and go all the way over here. Because now you have to look at me instead. And, oh, hey, look, you stop looking at me. I have these people coming in to kill you. And then, oh, hey, look, the tent's not in a spot that's doing anything. Well, we're just going to go from the 96 to the tent. And, oh, hey, look, there's 2 people all the way up here real quick. Let me just go into their spawn and force them out. You know, like, in one fluid action, you've half-wiped your team. Or you've wiped your team. Yeah, I need to keep an eye on this pen because they're just invisible. They're still on stack. Like, right here, this is kind of why I'm confused. Like, they give the enemy team time to get this stamp and get them up and going. Like, this entire far right side is really easy to push. Like, if Omega and Nolan just pushed it, and Basil went up here, this pen just dies. Basil's gonna take a second to come down, that's fine. You get Omega to go through here, and you get Nolan to also go through here. Because if you can get them behind and set up a wall, like you set up a wall here, suddenly this entire sideline is just controlled by Nolan, and Omega can kind of just do whatever and go for whatever fights. And then what you do is you have Shadow come in, and if you have Shadow come in with a shield like this, life is good. The issue is no one goes through far right to get to stack for free. Okay, you're on Zuka, that's fine. You get a kill, you trade out, that's fine. Y'all can't be stopping here. Y'all literally cannot be stopping here. Oh, I backed up too much. Oops. Whatever. Because, like, I want to point out this. Because this is the scenario they're left in, right? Where is their pen? Their pen is over here, you sneaky little creature. And then, like, Stamper's over here, right? This is honestly really fine and really easy to work around. Because this is what I would do if I were in their shoes. Get Omega and Basil to just rush at the pen. And you just get Shadow to stall this. Because, like, again, same thing. Because, like, the end goal for the freest retake is you want to get Nolan here. Because if you can get Nolan here, set up with a wall, you get the entirety of zone for free, and the enemy team can't go back your mid. They have to sit on your stack, and that makes them so easy to kill after. Like, if I was playing this comp, the ideal retake that I would have is, how do I get my 96 here? Because you get 96 here and everything's trapped, right? And then what you do as follow-up is you get your tent to go here, and you just cover everything. And if you're really afraid of something, you get your 96 here, and they just cover everything else. And like with 2 players, you can like retake almost entirely by yourself, and you can wipe them almost entirely by yourself. Like 96 tent is a very potent combo. It just has to be abused. Like what ends up happening is they overfocus over here on the Stamper, and if you notice, what was it 1.83 v2 is now like a losing fight. Because now it's a 2v3, because Pen's somewhere in this mess. I don't know where the pen is, but there's the pen. There you are, friend. And then you have brush jumping in. Like, you literally went from a 3v2 to a 2v4. And you really have no one but yourself to blame for not just going. Like, again, I'm going to back up because, like, Chara made the point of, you can't just say play faster, which I actually kind of agree to. Like, I kind of agree with that. This is a moment where you need to just play faster. Like, you literally need to just go full throttle on your joystick. Like, you just need to go up. You have such an easy, like, you have 2 easy spots to contest. Like, you have stack to contest, or you have street and zone to contest. Both of those are really easy to contest. You just need to move as fast as humanly possible to get there and to contest them. You know, I'm kind of regretting not doing my fucking wrist stretches and, whatever. So, you're gonna hear me griping about that because I've been using the pen a lot. Pen's going back to stack, and like right here, what's up? There's no way that you're doing that with Kraken. There's no way. Okay. So what I was gonna say is happening here is like they haven't pushed in soon enough, and they're having to deal with the fact that like nothing's there. Like there's no one to fight, and those who have to fight, you have a numbers disadvantage versus. You also give the enemy time a year. So what's happening is you have a crab over here, and you have Pen's moving over here. So like Pen's sightline is like here to here, and crab's sightline is here to here. So you get locked into this tiny little box, which is fine. The issue is it doesn't feel like it's taken it like they're aware of it because you let the brush just waltz in. Like you literally just give the enemy team so much time they could set up an angle where you cannot escape a box, and you just let the brush in. Because this dies. Also, I want to point out that this Kraken is invincible. Go forward, please. I get the idea is you want to go back, you want to make sure your teammates are going to stay alive. That brush is, yes, they are a threat. If you can go behind, you can disable that crab, or you can disable the pen to make your teammates' life easier. Or you can just go all the way behind them and wait for your Kraken to end to get everyone to jump to you. Like, there's so many options you can do with Kraken. Kraken is a very broken special. Like, it's played very, very vanilla. Because, like, Nolan kind of just kills the brush, forces the pen out of position, and now, like, great, they have this area. Like, you have your plat back. The issue is you can't stay here. Like, you're in such a bad spot, because, like, let's say Nolan and Shadow were traded positions, this would be perfect. Because, like, you tent shield down here, life is good, you wall here, you'll have, like, this angle and this angle because of 96, and you take some for free, Omega can just kind of go through the intersection, and Basil can just watch these duels over here. The issue is they don't. Oh, don't tell me you're sitting in mid. No, you're not. Why are you sitting on your... What? I am... You know, half wishing that we didn't throw out the wine that we had, that we got gifted to us. I am a 19, but I am debating drinking. Congrats, top level. You have played me. You are better than I. I, I don't think I've been able to make someone crash out this hard. Okay, so I want to point out the issue here. Basil dying is fine, because like there's 2 people in useless. The issue is no one's over here when no one needs to be painting zone, and there's a fucking Zuka going on. You have 10 ticks left. Like, you effectively have 10 ticks left of zone. You need to cap this. You need to paint it. Like Omega does the right thing in forcing the rush away, because this rush can't paint zone, and there's 2 people behind, which is good. You can work with that. If no one throws a wall here and just paints the square, and Shadow isn't in Zuka and just paints the square, it's the freest recap. Oh, they lose off this because they literally don't cap. You literally you made it so you can't. Like in staying back here and no one going for zone and this Zuka. Like there's 3 stupid plays. Like one is no one staying back here because you can't do anything. One is Shadow popping this here. And then 2 is Omega like over focusing this brush. You just need to paint the square here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Like literally all you have to do here is paint. If you paint, you buy yourself an extra few minutes to work with. No, I'm not joking. I literally cannot, but I'm saying I want to. Anyways, I'm gonna let this play out for a bit. This is literally just going to be game, because look, you suddenly trade out all the paint. Like, you trade out your 10 because they're stuck in Zuka, your 96 dies, literally where they were standing, and now you're left in a 1v3. Like, you literally cannot paint zone in time. I'm sorry, there were so many opportunities where they could have just gone forward, locked out, and won. And there was, like, a few opportunities that were really big opportunities to just wait and get out of spawn and have a free retake. And just none of them were taken. Okay, I'm going to take a split second just to drink some water and recover from whatever the hell that was. I'm needless to say, I'm actually impressed. Yeah, I'm just impressed. Okay. Here we go. Oh, this is. Oh, they have to go back to. I don't know which of these I want to watch less. I foresee myself crashing out at both of these equally hard. And now we go to overhead. Okay, like, I actually want to point out on this opening, I like this opening a lot. I think they opened the same way. I just hope they commit in. Like, okay, so I want to point something out, because this is something of why I think Moonlight play is slow personally. No one throws wall here. On paper, this is, I need to change my pen. Okay, this is sad. What's a fun color? You know what? Wait, no, I don't want to do that color. Is there not a dark green that I can switch to? This is a strategy. Okay. Like, there's a wall thrown here, which the issue that I have with wall here is you can't commit forward. Like, literally, I think if no one, I asked to trash. Thank you. Okay, now you just can't see the green on teal, or I can't. Okay. Uh, uh, sure, we're gonna do gray. Like, if no one goes here instead and throws a wall, they can impact a lot more of the fight. I still don't even like throwing a wall this far back anyways, even if it's a slight change. Like, if you're throwing a wall here, this is fine, because you can actually hit across mid. And you have Shadow just going forward. And like in doing this, you get a really easy push in. Mystic, they're on Jara's channel. Like they're on Jara's second channel. That's how I found them. That's why I was doing. That's why I actually did review today, because I got a DM from Z saying that they were still waiting on some replays from top players, and like they were saying that they're gonna wait for some top players to put some in, and then they were gonna put it into a spreadsheet, and that they were expecting the spreadsheet to be done by tonight or tomorrow. And I wanted to review quicker because I wanted to review while this was all fresh in everyone's mind. But I also just want to point out like an issue I have on opening. Omega is in Narnia. Like Omega literally cannot help the fight at all. So kind of what's happening on this opening is you're asking the tent to win a 1v3 alone. And like Shadow gets in and gets space, but I just want to show this disconnect. Like I'm cutting the stage in halves. Like there's literally a massive disconnect of zone. Like you have Shadow who has to win a 1v3 over here, and then you have the Bucket who's in Narnia. Like the Bucket actually isn't gonna do anything here. Like yes, it's scary, but you can just kind of let it be, or if Omega wants to, they can just go kill it. The issue is there is a literal entire zone between your teammates. There can't be this much of a gap. So what's probably gonna happen is like Shadow has to sit there or just get focused. Yeah, like Shadow jumps. But I want to point out like Shadow got all the way up to here, right? Like they were getting up to here before their shield broke. If they committed in, they probably could have gotten up to here. That one's fine. This is just me being weird and meaning limits of times. Like Shadow got up to here, and everyone's over here, and Shadow has to jump back. So like you're effectively playing from disadvantage, and it's not even 20 seconds into the game. Like within 20 seconds, you have given up like the entirety of mid. Like you've given up zone, you're giving them zone for free, and now they can go flank, now they can go through mid, now they can go through left side, and now you just end up in a really weird position. And like this ends up working, I think. Like I have a hunch just looking at the position and kind of updating what I'm expecting to work. Like a 96 and bucket trade, which is fine. You don't want that because again, this bucket is literally doing nothing. Just let them be run past it. But like this trade happens, and Omega is going to be able to get in. Actually, I don't. No, yeah, like Omega gets in and they trade. This is fine. The issue is you are like somehow within 30 seconds with let me count how many deaths each team. Yeah, so each team has the exact same amount of deaths at the exact same times because they're trades. Like this is literally looking identical if you're looking at the stat sheet. Like cores at roughly the same time. You get deaths at roughly the same time, and then you have a literal trade. And then if you look at it, you have this is the position you're stuck in. You're stuck in this position. You have like you literally almost have to retake your plat to get back into fighting. Like the entire issue started from at the start. There were like these lines in everyone on Moonlight wanted to be over here, and then Shadow was stuck over here. And like now you have this really weird mess where like again you're just kind of leaving teammates to die because like look at these fine lines. Oh hey look, this is almost the size of zone again, except now like Shadow's in a spot where they have to fight a stamp head on, which mind you, tent versus stamp isn't bad. It's tent versus stamp on high ground, which I have found is almost unwinnable. Okay, Noir, that's a sentence. Okay, like this entire thing over here, like Shadow is being left literally to wait. I need my music. Give me back my music. Sorry, I'll have to. I do not want to go over here. I want to go to my music. Where is my music? What the fuck? I'm now very confused. Oh, okay. I apparently my music just decided it was going to kill itself. I just open up YouTube and it's just here's an error message. Have fun. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, like This entire sequence over here is just gonna be Shadow either has to jump out or die because of that stamp. Yeah, like Shadow jumps, and now like you're all the way over here. And again, I want to pull up the stats here. This is equal amount of deaths. Like this should be even. This is not a thing of, oh yeah, there's a massive gap. This is because we have we have the ability to push all the way up to here, and we don't take it. Which, okay, whatever. Do it once, that's fine. I'll look at you funny, but I'll understand. And then we do the exact same thing over here when we can help Shadow. Like, Shadow is quite literally carrying offense, and no one is working with them. Okay, good on Omega getting in. I actually like this bubble. Again, the same thing. Like, I don't want to change pen size. Like, the same thing again. Like, here's this entire gap of zone. Like, everyone's on the right side just focusing the Viper. And Viper jumps, but, like, Omega doesn't have any help. Omega is only now getting help. Like, I want to point out how ridiculous this is, just to put some weight on that. So, like, this is roughly the line that you want to be crossing to be considered on offense. And I think Shadow was pushing in around here. So, let's see. I'm just gonna chill it at 50. Yeah, so it took 35 seconds for you to shift into playing aggro. Like, it shouldn't ever take 35 seconds for teammates to cross this line. Like, it really isn't that hard to go past mid. Like, also, with the comp you're playing, again, you ask Shadow to shield here. You ask an Owen to go here and use wall. You know, like, suddenly, you're almost past. That was such a bad line. Like, suddenly you're already past this line. Like, 10 shield's gonna go past this line. 96 is covering past the line already, and now you just ask your you can just ask your decav to go all the way up here and cross the line. And if you're worried about something flanking, you just have your pen sit here and watch flank, or you get your pen to go over here and watch flank. Except suddenly you have the entirety of mid for almost free. Like, Shadow does well in getting in here. This is a really good. Please tell me they don't stop. You have to keep going forward. This is a 4v2, literally. If they do not take up to like this line, this push fails. Or at least it should. Why are you? Oh, you had plat. You were on plat. You had a plat. You could go up to here, ask your 96 to sit here with a wall, go here. You can get 10 to patrol here if you're afraid. Why are you giving a plat? You can't give a plat here. Like, because again, you just go through here, and like suddenly you can let someone flank. Like the mini is flanking. Like you give 2 flanks, and because no one's on plat, you can only watch mid, and you have the other 2 teammates go through mid. What is going on? No one dies. That's fine. Finally, you have plat. The issue is like now you need to take up to here, because this is an actually even fight. Like Pen's not going to be doing much from here. Like you literally have your tent shield. Like again, as I said, I treat tent shield as an extra teammate. Like, you shield through here, that's fine. You have Omega go through here. You effectively have 3 players worth of force. So you just kind of nuke the Viper, nuke the Mini. We're just going to assume the Pens trade themselves out because they don't know what to do with Pen. And then like you just have suddenly you just have like the 2 best friends in the entire world, and you just go shoot the bucket. Like there has to be something here, because there's literally 0 force coming through here for a second. Shadow, like if Shadow launches a shield here, Omega goes in, Shadow goes in, Basil holds this entire side, and it's free. Like, Shadow's backing up. Why are you shocking Shadow? You have cooler. This isn't. I'm about to break something. What is going on? What is going on? Like, there was the freest. I'm waiting for it. Like, there was the freest hold, just holding over here. You have Omega watch, like, just chill over here, like you did on the last one. Like, you just get Shadow to go in, you have Basil to sit here, you get Nolan to sit here with a wall, and suddenly this game's free. Like, the issue is, I literally, the furthest up anyone went was, like, to here. Like, that's the furthest anyone went. You have to go up further. I know it's slightly risky and it's going to put yourself at risk, but like, if you aren't taking risks, you're just gonna lose. There is no 100% safe way to play the game. Like, I'm wanting to back up further because I actually want to see if there was a near 100% safe spot that you could push in from. Yeah, like literally right here. It's just the pen. The pen is the only one with a sightline right now. Like, if Shadow goes here, launches shield, this entire area gets freed up. Like, do that. This entire area gets freed up. That's fine. You get Basil to sit here. Like, Basil and the pen effectively trade out for us. That's fine. Like, we're just gonna mark the pens. You have Shadow push in here. Like, no one, as soon as they're in, jumps to here. Like, jumps to Basil or jumps to Shadow. Shadow just kind of goes and kills the Wiper because the Wiper matchup isn't that bad. Omega just goes and nukes the mini, and then Omega can jump up to Shadow over here and just go in. Like, this is almost 100% safe here. Like, you literally launch shield. Like, right here, there is the tiniest sightline that the pen has to work with. This is all the pen can work with the shield. And I know Wiper is shredding it, but they don't shred it for a second. And like, here's another moment. Omega can literally dash in here. If they're going with the mindset I want to kill something, they kill Wiper for free. Because like, Wiper is known only to Moonlight right now. They don't know where the decap is, not in full. Like, Omega goes here, you killed this, cool. You get Omega to go further in, like you get Omega to here, again a single dash slash, cool. Now you get Shadow to here, and you still want shield here. And again, you can get Basil here, and you just trade pens. Like, you have such an easy chance to just go in and push safe, and it's just not taken. Wait, you have a Kraken! What? You have a Kraken and you don't push this? Like you hold up, no. Where's the vibrant color? We're taking black. You literally just have a Kraken go in here. You know, suddenly this entire area is freed. Like, this entire area is just Kraken's domain. And you force them away. What do you mean you don't push here? Like, Omega goes over here, they're worried about the bucket, that's fine, I actually don't hate that. I can respect it. It's just, like, now the right side's really open, and Basil isn't in a spot where they can actually fight. Because they're looking down, they don't actually have a sightline on anything. Like, they might have a few frames where they might have, like, half a second where they could shoot at the fucking mini, but that's not enough to kill. And, like, the pen is just not doing anything there. Like, both pens put themselves in a spot where they can't do much. And then, like, Omega dies, Shadow jumps, and, like, suddenly in one action, which, mind you, they should have been up here, they had a literal Kraken. Like, they had a Kraken, and they just don't. Like, they were here. If you pop Kraken, you can get into their spawn, or at least lock them here. And you just sow the seeds of chaos, and you just have the freeze hold. But, like, now because there's two jump outs of death, because, like, we didn't want to go past this line because of, like, I know it's a threshold, I know it's scary, but the second you get past this line, it's really not that it doesn't feel that bad. Like, we just never passed that line, and we jumped out twice. And, like, suddenly they're already back in our spawn. Like, if they continue this momentum, good. Thank you, JP. Thank you for keeping momentum. And oh, hey, look, the bucket crosses the threshold. And how much you want to bet this is? Okay, this isn't a winning push. Like, this does not end the game, but this is a very strong push. Yeah, like, they go in, they just nuke the decav, and Bucket's looking to go forward. Like, I want to point out, the Bucket is looking to go forward. They're here, and they're wanting to either here or here. And either is fine. This is what you want. I've not seen, like, I literally have not seen Moonlight do this once. Like, in the two games on this stage that I've seen, despite having ample chance, none of them went for this. Okay, Bucket just wants to chill up there. That's fine. I really don't mind that. Like, again, here's this invisible threshold, and you can see them. Like, they're past this threshold. And it's gonna make it really hard. I'm gonna keep this mark here, because I want to show. Like, Bucket dies. That's fine. The only reason Bucket died is because they left it alone. Right, their teammates left them alone. Like, do you see how the entire enemy team has to redefine where they're pushing? Like, Moonlight has to redefine where they're pushing to this tiny little area. Can you take the text disappear? Thank you. Like, they're confined to this area. And like, yes, 96 comes in here and trades and kills Wiper cleanly. That's fine. Like, for everything else though, it's just, oh, cool, they're in a corner. Let me just shoot them. Like, it's really defined where they're gonna be. What is this bubble? What are you doing? You already have the space. They're running away. You could go up to here and bubble first. Because if you go up to here and bubble first, you like up to here. No, hey, here's this invisible threshold, which your bubble goes to here. You dash slash through here, and if you live, you go into here, and it's free. Like, I guess they got the kill there. That's fine. They learned from the last game. They capped the zone. This is good. Like, this is really good where they're pushing up. Like, in this case, Omega dies, but that's fine. Like, if no one was up here with them, this is free. Shadow should realistically get the kill. Oh, no, they're backing out. There's no way. Okay. There's no way you jump Shadow. There's no way. Please tell me that my eyes are playing a trick on me. But please tell me. Because if that's a jump, I'm gonna cry. Okay, they're out of ink. No, that's fine, actually. They're out of ink. I respect it. It's gonna lose my sanity. Like, this Kraken here is good. The issue is, no one's here to take advantage of it. Because, like, if someone was here and someone was here, and this Kraken's popped, it's so free. Like, if Omega's here, this entire area just kind of dies to decav. Sorry, I'm holding my controller in one hand. That line is very messy. I'm gonna make that prettier. Like, this entire area can be just watched by Omega alone. And then if Shadow's over here, this entire area is just all watched by Shadow alone. And then you put Basil here, and Basil can watch this entire area on their own. And then you just have Kraken to literally force people away from here and just out of this area. Like, this area is literally patrolled by Kraken. So like, if you Kraken and have everything set up, this is literally a game-ending push. Like, Kraken gets a kill, that's fine. And right now you just need to force the fight. Like, this bucket is alone. I know that the pen is watching, and pen on paper has an angle to help with this. But Shadow can go here and just go shoot the pen. Like, as long as Shadow is willing to just do that, it's very easy. And then no one can just go force it, and you just get Basil to go in and force tap shots. Because literally, as long as 1 of 96 shots hits, and Basil hits a tap shot, they just die. Because it's 62 plus 40, I believe. Because I believe Pen's tap shots are 40. Oh no, Shadow Shark's under snipe. I am impressed. Yeah, and like Omega gets left in alone and just has the skill difference. Like, I really don't think there is any. I don't think there's that much of a gap between JP and NA. And I know I've been reiterating this, but watching this really just confirms it to me. I don't think there's a gap. I think we just need to take fights. Like, we are so afraid to take a fight without a special. Or that's what it looks like. Like, we look so afraid to take a fight without using specials to start something first. If there's space open, just go take the space and fight, please. Because, like, literally, I'm watching this. I think if Moonlight is comfortable taking 5 steps forward at any given time, like, I'm just going to use this as an example. Like, if Shadow isn't here, this line, if Shadow's fine taking 5 steps forward and starting here, in the entire team is fine being 5 steps further up. Literally, I think Moonlight wins the entire event. Like, that's how little of a gap there is. And don't get me wrong, as someone who's made this gap up, I know it's hard. But you know what's harder and what PS has done? We have gone from here to here. There is this much space that you can make up easily. And I'm not going to say we need teams to go up to here and play up to here, because this is just stupid. I'm not going to deny that like what PS does, it really isn't. Like, I don't think what PS does is optimal, but I think what PS does is very, very fun, and I think it's very, very effective. And I'm not worried about optimal. Because like, if I need to worry about optimal versus this level of competition, I don't know what's wrong with my head. Like, that's harsh, and I know top level is good. I'm not denying that, but they're not showing me anything that I should be afraid of. This Kraken is really good. Like, I actually like what's going on in this push. It's just, there's no one to take advantage of the Kraken. And I know that there's a bucket here, but just go with the mindset of, okay, Omega's going to take the fight. If they win, great. If they lose, fine. You just send Shadow in. Actually, wait, no, you literally have Basil here. Hold up. No. Like, you literally have Kraken going on and going into mid. I need to move that line because that's on zone. Like, you literally just need to cross this line. You just get Omega past the line, you get Shadow past the line, and you just have Basil watch this little goober in the bucket. And, like, if you have Shadow here, you have Nolan here, and you have Omega here, this thing just dies. And then if you're really worried about it, you can get all 4 players to turn around and just kill this thing. The issue is you have to take that space first. Yeah, perfect. Like, this is good. I just wish Omega and Shadow went up for like faster. Because there was 0 reason for them to even focus the bucket. And Shadow was literally afraid of the wrong Shadow for some reason. Like, there was nothing on their shield. And, like, right here, what's happening is they're sitting in this corner and hoping to paint the entirety of the zone, which is out here. Like, Shadow launched shield. If Shadow goes up to here, this is the freest cap. Like, literally, this is just, as a 10 player, I know the limits of this weapon. If Shadow goes here, Bucket dies for free. Pen literally cannot paint the zone. Like, Pen has to change their angle to here. So, and then you can have Basil paint the zone. And because you know the Viper just flanked, that's fine. You just have Omega go kill it. Like, you just have Omega go kill it. So, like, okay, we trade out the Taunas, cool. Bucket just dies because you take shield, cool. You can realistically kill Pen very easily, and then just go forward. So you have a mini versus fucking a Tent Pain. Or not Tent Pain. Yes, Tent Pain. This is PS. No, Tent Pen. Like, instead what happens is everyone focuses on, like, no one crosses the line. Like, everyone just focuses on this little Viper, which isn't doing anything for zone, mind you. Like, they're not painting zone, they're just threatening to go up here. And that's fine. Like, if someone's threatening to do that, the easiest out that you have is just go forward. Like, you don't have to force the fight with them. And, like, here again, same thing. Like, there is a very good in just no one's forcing past zone. Like, in this case, Omega goes in and does something for zone. Like, this bubble is helpful, it's just no one is helping them with zone. And, like, here, for example, like, this is literally just the consequences of their own actions. Like, they just had to go past this line for retakes, and they just didn't. Like, I'm gonna break down this game, because the concept that I use in coaching is thresholds. There's, like, a threshold here, there's roughly a threshold here, there's a threshold here, and then there's a threshold here. I'm sorry, Moonlight just feels afraid to cross these thresholds. Like, literally, if they can temper their nerve of, okay, this is scary, but it's not actually deadly, it just feels unnerving, I think they win. Like, I'm going to be so for real. I think Moonlight's comp is very unique and strong enough to just shred whatever meta wants to throw at it. Like, I don't think most standard comps have a ton of tools to deal with this comp. Like, I really do wish they would trade like this pen out and replace it with a rapid. That would be really nice because I think it complements the comp perfectly. That's a lot of C's. um, like, it complements the comp very well, and it just gives you more tools to fight with. Okay, time to watch one more of these, and then I can go crash out in peace, and then I can go read to recover all of my lost energy. That, or I might go do some meteor hammer practice and hit things really hard with it. That also sounds very enjoyable. Hold up, give me 2 seconds real quick. I want to check something. Uh, okay, give me 2 seconds. Sorry, someone messaged me and I wanted to make sure that wasn't important. Okay. No, give me back my bot. What's the goal here? So I'm just looking at the company, I'm wanting to break it apart. Roller makes sense, this isn't that different. 10 again makes sense to me. I feel mixed on Pen, but I know a lot of people like Pen on the stage. I don't understand this decision. I guess they want something slightly faster than 96, but I feel 96 is like stupid here. Actually, I guess this area gets kind of tight. Pro's nice here. Yeah, SWS was zones only. So I just don't understand the idea of the Pro. Like, I feel 96 can do something to a really similar effect. It's not as fast, sure, but I also think I prefer Kraken. Whatever. So I'm being a complimenter. This is one of my favorite things. Oh no. Yeah, that's predictable. Okay, so I'm wanting to explain my thoughts because I just kind of pulled up the graph with zero context. The entire why is this so tiny? Give me a larger one than that, please. Wait, hold up, I can actually go back to pink. Wait, yay. So like the entirety of Moonlight is putting themselves in this corner, which sounds fine. Like you're putting yourself with a 10 shield. The thing is, Bucket can just go flank, Mini can just go forward, Pen can just drop here. And because it's so obvious where everyone is, all of this pressure is just gonna break 10 shield. Like everyone is here. Also, I want to just bring up just a little known 10 fact. 10 shield moves half as fast on a ramp like this. And oh yeah, remind me what mid is again? Ramps. So what's probably gonna happen is just a flank happens and just shreds them. Yeah, like the second that a fight happens, like okay, cool, no one gets a fight. But again, I want to point out, look at how far back they are. Like they're all the way over here. Like if this mini was like, I want to go here and fight, and the Bucket goes, I want to go here and fight, it's really easy. I guess I should have looked at the deaths in hindsight. I just kind of looked at who got zone. Because I'm just kind of assuming people are going to fight first and do zone second. I forget that's kind of unique to PS. Like, again, I just want to point out for 20 seconds, they haven't gotten past this line. Like, they haven't even touched zone yet in 20 seconds. Omega dives. Thank you, my friend. That was clean. But it's really messy here. God, I love how you can tell when a roller gets fucking cooler. It's very fun. Again, like, similar thing. On this stage, you want to get people under this ledge. And, like, you have a roller. You need to be getting your roller there. This is good. I disagree with this bubble. I hate this bubble. Get this bubble out of here. Be gone. Like, I get the idea of the bubble. If Omega's fine taking a slight risk to get up to here, the bubble here literally shuts down this entire left side. The bubble over here makes it so the threat radius is like this. So what the mini can do is just go all the way behind it and flank and kill your Pen. Again, I do not want to deal with any of that. I just want to trash it. Okay. But like, this bubble literally just limits what you can do. And it's scary, but it's not that bad. This is good if Shadow going up. Like, these positions here are great. Like, Omega being there, Shadow being here, this is what you want. Like, in this case, this is literally just a thing of Omega missed. Like, Omega missed and there's zero support here. Because I'm confident if no one was here, this Wiper dies, this Bucket has to be weak, no one runs the corner and just shoots them. And suddenly it's a free in. Because Shadow's doing the right thing of showing up here. Like, this is where Tent wants to exist. What are you doing, Shadow? You're just killing your tank. Yeah. Okay, so Shadow is just being a bit foolish up here, but that's fine. Like, the issue... Why did we back up so far, man? What? Because, like, what ends up happening is... Like, the enemy team's coming in, this is fine. And, like, as long as Moonlight stands here, it's actually not that bad. Because no one can stand here and shoot Bunker. So Bunker can't actually drop. And Basil stands here and shoots. And they just don't have an in. The issue is Basil backs out. Excuse me. Like, no one does what they should here. The issue is Basil backs out, and their line of sight is blocked. So they're literally just doubling no one's line of sight, which isn't needed. Like, if Basil just stayed here and ran the slight risk, this is so much easier. That's a very far line, whatever. But what ends up happening is, like, both kind of just back up. And, like, now Basil's in a spot where they literally can't do anything but paint zone. No one's going to be in a 1v2. And it's just going to get messy. Like, no one ends up winning the fight on... like, I think no one's going to probably end up winning this, but, like... this entire sequence is kind of just relying on the enemy team just saying, I don't want to just kill you. Which is the biggest issue I run into. Because, like, if the enemy team was here and they just said, I want to kill you, no one dies there. Now, granted, Omega does actually get in. I like them going in. The biggest issue I have is, yet again, they have zero support. Because, like, I'm looking at this. Like, Omega has attention on the left side. This is fine. Omega goes in and gets this much space. Like, the entire... Like, the enemy team was in mid here. The issue is no one needs to be up here. Like, no one was focusing on staying alive, which is fine. This is a thing of calls. But, like, also, Basil can't help in the fight. Because Basil's looking uphill. So their line of sight is something like this, I think. Yeah. Like, this is their line of sight. If Basil was up here, it would be a lot more helpful, because they can actually... Like, they can actively hit into fights. And yes, I know you run the risk of Cooler and all the shenanigans with that, but I really don't think Cooler's the end-all be-all. Like, in this case, no one at least needs to be in mid. Because if no one was here, this play from Omega is perfect. Because they get so afraid of Roller or Pro, that, like, there's a bucket just kind of explodes. If this mini plays out wrong, they just explode right after. The issue is no one isn't getting into the fight till now. And, like, Shadow just forces, like, the most predictable side. Because, again, you don't want Tent on this side. Like, Tent shouldn't be even dreaming of entering mid. Like, the way that I think you want to play Tent on this stage is you wrap around mid. Like, you get through the sides of mid, or you just go all the way behind them. Because, like, this entire area, like, over here, is, like, this entire area is a ramp. Tent doesn't like ramps. And, like, no one's on the left side. Yes, they get missiles off. But, like, again, no one's here to play off of this. Like, all of these plays that they're doing are very good individually. Like, I'm going to be real, I'm watching Moonlight play. I'd rather watch Moonlight, because I think Moonlight's a lot better than FTWin. The issue is Moonlight isn't actually combining their plays to make a team play happen. Like, I don't know why, but I remember seeing, I want to say, I don't remember who it was from, but there was some conversation saying, yeah, we shouldn't be worrying about playing as a team because in the West we have better team play than JP. I really disagree. I honestly think we need to be doing less pickups because we need to be addressing things like this. Because if there's any team play with a lot of these, it just works. Because it almost just kind of looks like everyone's playing their own game, and if you happen to be able to help a teammate, you can. It doesn't feel like it's a requirement or what's being played around first. You know, obviously I have my own biases, but good kill on that Omega. God damn. Omega gets some really impressive kills. Like, here's another moment. Like, I just want to put in some stuff with forces, with where the force is located. Like, buckets over here, that's fine. This is kind of buckets threat range. This is a bit spooky. You have Pen over here. It's being a bit spooky. I'm not realizing I'm saying spooky. I do not mean the team, because I know there are some members of Spooky T-shirt Club here. But, like, right here, like, they don't actually have a ton of force in one spot, which makes it really hard to go through. Like, if Omega really wants to, they can go through Snipe and get over to the Pen. Or get behind the Pen. Or, like, in this case, Shadow can go drop over here. Because, like, again, Tensho is effectively an extra teammate. You can just kind of walk in the mid, and Bucket's not doing anything. Like, Bucket's not dead, I'm just dashing it, so it's not doing anything. And then, like, this Viper, yes, this Viper kind of has the illusion of a threat. I know they have standby, I know it feels really scary. The thing is, Viper can't kill you if you just say, I'm running past you. And, like, this Pen is realistically the only threat that I'd be slightly worried about. And the really funny thing about Pen is I would honestly just go run at the Pen and just gamble on parrying it. Granted, that is just me. I understand you want to push the sides. Go push the sides. Just ignore this thing. Like, zone is so free. Like, Omega, you have the freest in. Like, you can literally just drop, wrap around over here, here, hold up, let me clean this real quick. Like, Omega can drop, go here, wrap around. Because odds are, Viper, like, 50-50, Viper goes back to try to kill them. If not, Omega's behind them. This lets Shadow in for free. No one can join Shadow, and Basil can just kind of sit here and watch the thing. The issue is, like, there's really zero force stopping them from going here, and they just don't take it. Like, Shadow drops. The issue is Shadow is, again, alone. Like, there is zero team play that I'm witnessing in this play. Like, Shadow is dropping over here, and the fight over here doesn't happen quickly. The drop over here doesn't happen quickly. Shadow gets left to die over here. Like, no one joins them either. Like, there are so many ways you can work around it, and just none of them are done. Damn, this game goes on for a bit. And, like, here, I'm going to be so for real. If the enemy team decides they want to end it, they just kind of sit here. Because, like, they end up taking here, because, like, there's literally zero force on this side. The thing is, there was so good a force on here anyways. You could have done this so much earlier and gotten a lot earlier of a head start. And again, like, this is fine. Like, they're playing on two different sides, which is totally fine. The issue is, like, Omega just goes in here. And mind you, I actually like Omega going in here. It's just Shadow goes back to Narnia. Like, Shadow wants shield. If Shadow goes with the shield and Omega drops like this entire right side gets hammered. So, like, realistically, you can kill these two. Like, these are really easy picks. And then Viper needs to focus over here, and same with Pen. And now no one can come in and kill the Viper for free. And now you just have a Pen. Like, there was zero team play going on in these pushes. Like, it sort of just feels like what's happening is you have Omega and Shadow going in hoping for a miracle. That's at least what it looks like when fighting this JP team. Like, this is a clean Zuka, really good. They get 3 here, that's fine. They end up finding the Viper, they kill it, good. What happens here? Yeah, again, like, the same thing, I want to just talk about team play. Someone should be here with Omega. Because it's really obvious that someone wants to be over here. The way that you deal with that, like, deal with people trying to deal with that is, like, obviously Roar has this threat, but you put a friend behind it. Because, like, let's say no one's here. No one can watch this ledge. And it's really easy. Like, I enjoy Shadow going over here, but, like, I feel at the same time, you can also be trying to get Basil up to here. Because if Basil gets up to here, Basil can watch this for free. And what Shadow can do is, Shadow can come, like, through here, want shield, force this, they force them into, like, they force anyone on the enemy team into Omega. And then, I'm just gonna clean this up real quick. And then you just get Shadow sitting over here. Like, you get Shadow sitting over here, you get Omega under this ledge somewhere, and you get Nolan over here. And there you go, like, you have really good team setups, and really good team walks. Or, like, team walkouts. And there's just none of that. Like, Nolan half goes in. Like, they half go in, and they were, like, are half able to help Omega, and then they just back out. And then, like, Shadow has 0 help going in, which is fine, they have 10. But, like, there's 0 force on either of these plays. Like, the enemy team doesn't have to entertain this. Like, from the enemy team, I just kind of run down here. Like, you see Omega's going over here. It's okay, it's just the part we have to deal with. Because there's so much force on the left side. Okay, cool, I just avoid this area. I just have to worry about this. Okay, cool. We just worry about taking this line. And you do that, and suddenly you have the pro fighting 3 people. Yes, teammates will come back, but they're going to come back after no one dies. Wow, they really like focusing that headshot. What the fuck? And again, like, here, there's just... I'm not seeing... Like, I'm seeing parts of a plan. I'm not seeing any one single cohesive plan that they want to execute as a team. Because it just kind of feels like they said, okay, I like this area. This area feels good. I want to force it. Because, like, Shadow forcing here. This is good. Like, I know Tent likes here. I like this as well. I'd also, like, you literally just shield here and you just nuke the bucket. I like this play. No one's going left. That's fine. Like, this is a really good spot for Pro to work. Like, it's a really easy fight there, and Pro can go here and fight here. They can watch and make sure that no one can take the jump. Or they can go through pit and get behind. Like, again, I like all of these plays individually. It's just as a team. Because, like, Omega was going over to help. No, and then they back out. And then Omega's charging here. Like, I don't see what the plan with Omega is right now. Like, I don't see what anyone's plan is. Like, here, this is good, and then it stops being good. Because Shadow starts going in over here, and Omega joins them. That's fine. I actually like that play. It's just, again, you have Shadow backing up to Narnia. Like, Shadow was here, and then they go all the way back here. And then they just kind of leave Omega to die. Like, I guess they want a Zuka, but, like, again, it feels like there's zero teamwork on this way. Because you have, like, the pair over here, which is fine. But Basil can't do anything right now. Because I think at max range, Basil is going to be, like, painting the edge of zone. And no one's doing Nolan things. I don't know what they're doing. They're having a grand old time. And, like, here again, everyone's in the same spot. I can see that. And, like, you have Basil going on a flank, which I think is paint zone. I really like that. It's just, again, what's the point here? Because if there's trying to be teamwork set up, wait a second for Basil to do something. Because as soon as Basil is set up with a charge, this is their sightline. Again, I like Omega and Shadow going in. Like, I really like this pair. Because they can just kind of stomp anything in mid. But again, what's Nolan doing? Like, what is their plan? Like, Nolan gets missiles, cool. Omega goes in and dies because Shadow leaves them alone. Nolan's painting zone, cool. Like, I'm not seeing one cohesive idea that I'm seeing. You know, obviously, I know there are ideas going on. The thing is, you need to keep the idea simple. Like, if you have a really complex idea, like, you have a really, really complex idea, it just makes it harder to, like, actually pull it off. You want to keep it simple. Like, yes, I do not play Standard. I should at least be able to pick up on what Standard wants to do. Especially in being able to watch overhead and knowing general pacing of things. Because, again, I used to play Standard. I know the speed that they want to play at. Like, in this case, again, it's just a lot of the same. Like, I can keep pausing and going over everything in depth, but I did that on a lot of other games. Also, my throat is dying, so I kind of want to give it a rest. Like, I just kind of want to watch this for now and just see what's going on. It's like, Shadow's all the way over here on far left, which is fine. I'm just not seeing what the goal is, like, as a team, to, like, what the goal is off of that. Because it feels like Omega wants to go all the way over here, Nolan wants to go over here, and Basil wants to go over here. And, like, I understand the idea, but the thing is that requires so many 1v1s, and all I can think of is fucking Splat from the fucking manga. You can't stop me from thinking that, because that's literally the only point I can see them wanting to go for. Oh, let's go. We love 10 teleports. Like, this is fine, but you have, like, Nolan jumping out to spawn, and Nolan's not doing anything. Basil's being able to paint Salaz's own, but, like, Shadow's being left here alone. Like, there's zero play being made off of Shadow. And, like, literally, you have a very simple play. Okay, we're just gonna jump Omega all the way over here. And then we're gonna get, like, because what you can do is you can just jump Omega over here, right? Omega's with Shadow, great, life is good. And then you get Basil and Nolan over here. And you just kind of push both sides of mid at once, and everything's easy. Like, the big issue, I didn't even realize that the enemy team had zone. You're sitting like this, Shadow, and you're not doing anything with zone? Okay, Omega jumps, cool. It's just, look at how late it is into the game. Like, that play happens too late. And again, there needs to be focus on zone. Like, when it's this late into the game, just go for zone. If you get zone, you can get another push in. Like, literally the reason they lost, I think, is because, like, Omega went far left. Or not the only reason they lost, but, like, in this case, the reason why they lose here is, like, Omega got the chance to go for zone and they don't. Because, like, right here, look at how almost painted the zone is. Like, if Omega goes here and paints, Shadow goes here and paints, Basil keeps painting in this line, Nolan goes over here and paints whatever they can. That's a cap zone. They just don't. And then, yeah, like, at this one, it's just way too late. I just want to say something because I've been kind of negative looking at, like, all of these games and stuff. I really don't think it's that bad. Like, I think the gap between NA and JP is minuscule. We just need to learn to fight. Like, I don't think like, I'm just thinking of terms because I like having good terms and revising terms. Like, the West doesn't need to learn to play faster. We need to learn to fight faster. Like, if we can see a spot where we can fight, take it. If we can get space faster, take it. Those are the two main things that I think needs to be focused on. Anyways, I'm probably going to call it there because I've been yelling at my mic for roughly 3 hours and 30 minutes. Like, I've been yelling at my mic for a while. Like, unless someone has a question that they want to ask, I'm probably going to call it here for stream. I'll upload this, or I'll shift this over to YouTube just so it can be saved for if anyone wants to do something with it or wants to have it in the future. But yeah, like, unless someone has something they want to ask, I'm probably just gonna call it there because my throat is dying. Hell yeah, glad that it was fun to watch me crash out and yell at people. Okay. Then yeah, if that is the case, what I'm probably going to do is end stream and call it there. Thank you to the people that tuned in. I will maybe do this again in the future if more replay codes come out, but I was more so wanting to do this just as a proof of concept and show what I'm saying. Oh, I guess actually before I end it, I'm going to say one thing to anyone watching and listening. If you want to say something about someone, say it and say what you want them to do different. Because so many people, at least in the West, were saying like, oh yeah, the West is bad, the West is terrible, all of these things. That's not productive. You need to do something different so the West actually knows what to do better. That's why I'm streaming. Like, I do not like streaming is weird to me, but I wouldn't typically go out of my way to stream for 3.5 hours. I typically reserve this for one-on-one coaching and coaching with teams, because that's what I find fun. But I think the West needs to be better, and this is what I'm doing to help make it better. So before just saying shit, say what you want to do different and what you think you can do different. Anyways, sorry, that was just me rambling because it really does bother me when people are just like, yeah, we're just gonna say all this shit and you just have to deal with it. But yeah, anyways, to anyone watching, hope you have a good rest of whatever time of the day that you have. See ya.